Another beautiful day here at Dwyer Stadium here in beautiful Batavia, New York, where your Muckdogs, for the fourth time this season, will take on the Niagara Power. Last time they did lose that one, I believe it was 3-0. Didn't even score in that one. Was one of the more rough games on the season, but since then, the Muckdogs did lose another one to Jamestown, and then after that have been on a 5-game winning streak, looking for number 6 here today. How's everyone doing at home? I'm a broadcaster, as always, Alec Brown, doing all your games live here on YouTube. Hope everyone at home is having a wonderful day and gets to finish off their day with some Batavia Muckdogs baseball. So far, going into this one, Batavia now stands at 13-7, top of the division, with their 9-2 blowout win over Elmira on Sunday, and the Niagara does sit in second place. If Niagara does win this game, they will jump in front of us for first place. However, they're on a 1-game losing streak. Very different than the Muckdogs 5. They have been on fire these past couple days. Hopefully, our one off day did not hinder us too much. We were killing it since then. It all started off at Jamestown. Won a thriller against them, 7-2 in that first doubleheader, then beat them at home on, I believe it was Thursday. And then since then, we have been on a tear. Got to give some credit to a bunch of these guys on the Muckdogs team. Look at Matt Stefano. Started this past week batting 200. Now coming into this one, he leads the team in batting average, 387. He's had 4 games this past week where he's had 2 or more hits. Stefano has not been able to be stopped. Also, James Acelta still batting around that 400 range, now sitting at 364. Bryce Mortellaro was the lowest hitter on the team for the Muckdogs before last week at 77. Now coming into this game, he's batting 318. That three-hit game he had against Elmira did help a lot. And Giuseppe Arcuri is still doing his thing, and Adam Agresti, both sitting at 298 and 318 respectively. Just a lot of great hitting from this Muckdogs team this past season. Only one player hitting under 100 on the season. We have just been killing it. Oh, speaking of how we've been killing it, picked up our fielding, only had a few errors in that game against Elmira, and that was when it was raining outside. And now there should be no problems out there, especially when you have someone as Big Ray Ronaldo Houston up on the mound here today. Coming to this one, 2 wins, no losses, 2.53 RRA in his 3 games, and 2 were started. Also have a save on the season. 10 2/3 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts, 5 walks, and just 9 hits. Incredible numbers there from Big Ray. Did the same thing in college as well. Just look at the numbers. Cam's out of Georgia Southwestern State, will be a junior there. Also out of Haines City, Florida. Very close to where both the Kidney brothers lived. It is 6'3", 308, so just a menace up there at the mound. In his 14 games started in college, went 9-1 this past season. Also pitched 98 innings with a clean 3 ERA. Also 11.7 strikeouts per game. So he is due for a strikeout or 2 almost every inning. You can see the numbers here too. Almost 11 innings pitched and 17 strikeouts. So he's due for a strikeout almost every time he's up at the plate for any given inning. Then we can look at the pitcher for the Power here today in Zach Fike. See what you can do here in this one. 0-1 on the season with a 3.6 ERA. 2 games, 1 started, 5 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts to 5 hits. Most of those came in the game against Elmira, where they did lose 1-6. Pitched 4 innings in that one, gave up his 2 earned runs of the season. Also, all of his 5 hits came in as a sub in the game against Jamestown on June 13th, where he just pitched 1 inning and faced 2 batters. Haven't done anything since then. So, not so much to see from Zach Fike so far on the season. However, plenty of time to see him leading on as he is going into his freshman year. So should be a great one here today. Both these teams are the top 2 for a reason. Both teams hit the ball incredibly well. So it should be great to see what Zach Fike can do. Also does come out of Niagara County Community College. Looks like the lineups are getting announced here, so I might as well show mine as well. Shout out to Connor, our graphic man. I'll get to the Batavia lineup here in a second. I'll show off the Niagara Power lineup first. Starts this one off with leadoff man Andrew Stillinger, wearing number 30 over at the catcher position. Then number 20, Zach Evans playing over at shortstop. Number 44, Jackson Strong playing over in right field. And cleanup will be number 2, Vincent Morrow playing in third. Then for the rest of the lineup, number 27, Steve Merkel playing over at first. Number 3, Nick DiCarlo playing over in left field. Number 9, Cal Brazier, designated hitter today. Number 28, Jeremy Galinsky will be the center fielder today. Then extra hitter Andrew Fairbrother will be the extra hitter today. And to finish off the lineup, the K-man today, meaning if he strikes out 3 times today, everyone in the crowd gets Elmira Fish Brewing and Company half off. So hopefully Miles Palliser does strike out 3 times, so some of the lovely fans here. I believe we have about 100, 200 people here in the crowd, so good as always. Now, let's head over to this Batavia line. You can see it here on screen. We'll start off with the man out of the University of Rochester, leadoff man, as always, Josh Leadham. Then followed up with the man out of St. Thomas, Lucas Lopez, actually playing over in third today. On Sunday, did play over in shortstop, and usually we see him over at second. Then also batting third, the new member of University of Central Florida, D1, was just D2 at University of West Georgia, Anthony Calabro. Cleanup man here today, number 23, Adam Agressi, the St. John's commit. Anthony's former teammate now, number 33, Henry Daniels, batting fifth. Batting sixth, the man out of St. Leo, number 88, Giuseppe Arcuri, playing over in second today. Batting seventh out of Stony Brook College, number 45, Matt Stefano, extra hitter today. From FDU, Fairleigh Dickinson University, batting eighth, number 17, Zach Kasparos, who will be the catcher here today. Then from Keene State, batting ninth, number 7, Caleb Rodriguez, playing shortstop here today, and then ending off the lineup with number 32, Rashad Robinson, out of Bishop Community College. As I'll take a break here for the national anthem. Another breathtaking national anthem there by Paul, our PA announcer. Just does an incredible job every single time. We'll start this one off with Big Ray, Ronaldo Houston up at the mound. You can see him right there. Towers over everybody. Just look at that height difference. 6'3", 315. That man is a monster. Also a lefty. So, pitch mix you can expect to see here from Ray. Fastball, slider, changeup, splitter, and a curveball. We'll see him in action shortly. His first batter will be Andrew Stillinger. We'll see what Stillinger can do here today against Big Ray, of course. Should be an incredible matchup to see for the second baseman. Also, looking at the Muckdogs schedule, next 2 weeks we have full games. Starting off with today against Niagara, then we'll go away to Newark tomorrow, then back home here against Niagara on Thursday. Friday, we're away against Niagara, and Saturday for Canada Day, we are home against Queen City for a non-league game. Sunday, we take on the Elmira Pioneers away in Elmira. Then Monday, July 3rd, we're back here for another set of fireworks celebrating Independence Day. Then to head back to the new week, on Tuesday, we are away against Niagara. We'll get back to that schedule in a moment. We'll start this one off with Andrew Stillinger for Big Ray's first batter of the day. This past senior season at Niagara Wheatfield was a 2021 first team All WNY honoree. Also, his past season at college had a .409 batting average. So impressive there as that one is shot in the dirt for ball number 1 here for Big Ray on the day. Also had 18 runs batted in with 10 extra bases. So very impressive numbers there. That one is also down low for ball number 2. So still waiting to see if one of those Big Ray strikeouts that we're so used to seeing. Sets and fires the 2-0. Down below once again, Ray just throwing a bunch of these a little too late. All have been fastballs so far. We'll see if he can pick this up here. Get this one a little bit higher and take that free one down the middle. Ray, 3-0. In there for strike number 1. Just gets that one down the middle. Hits all the strike zone there. So Ray, now in the 3-1. Just outside there. Looked like it was right on the edge there, and they'll give the hitter the benefit of the doubt there. And we'll start this one off with a walk. Not used to saying that from Ray. Ray, either people usually get hits off him or they strike out. Normally never see Ray walk. Just on the season, in his almost 40 batters faced, has just, 40 batters faced, has just 5 walks on the season. So very rare there. Now up to walk number 6 on the season. First pitch in there for strike number 1 to the shortstop here, Zach Evans. So we'll start this one off 0-1. Zach Evans coming into this one. We'll see what the 6'4" does. It is incredibly tall for a shortstop. That one is hit to center field. Anthony Calabro does come down with that one. That will be the first out of the game. Anthony back in action after taking the day off on Sunday against Elmira. And we're down to just now 2 outs here in the top of the first. Now we'll see Jackson Strong, the right fielder, up next. Jackson coming into this one, batting a .375 in his 48 plate appearances, 7 walks, 11 strikeouts. Also 7 runs batted as that one is in there for ball number 1, just a little outside there. Jackson still plenty of AB to have in here. Does come out of Canisius College. Also, from his freshman to sophomore season, improved his batting average from 111 to 365. Also had .713 slugging percentage that year, 50 runs batted and 15 home runs. So quite the jump there from Jackson. Got to give credit where credit is due. 2-0 now. Ray looking over at first. Sets and fires down below for ball number 3. Ray not able to find the strike zone this inning so far. Probably because he hasn't played in so long. Last time we did play was against Jamestown in that game too, where we did come back. Next one. Down in there for strike number 1. Just hits the bottom of the zone there. Crowd now coming alive here for Big Ray. Also had 15 home runs on the season, Jackson Strong. So just incredible numbers from him there. One of the best hitters on this Niagara team. One of the reasons they're in second place is that will be ball number 4. Once again, second walk already for the Power. Still just 1 out here. Now we'll see Vincent Moreau up next. Vincent, the third baseman here today, does come out of Niagara University and had his .276 batting average last collegiate baseball season, 2022. Once again, one of the great hitters on the team, batting .360 on the season with the second most at-bats in 50. 13 runs batted in, good enough for first on the team. 9 walks, also good enough for first on the team. And 10 strikeouts. So Vincent really does lead by example. Also leads in a lot of statistical categories. However, now in the 0-1 here, to Big Ray. 2 runners on. In Stillinger over at second now. Leadoff man here today. And Jackson Strong, who did just walk. So Ray already in quite the pickle starting this one. Next pitch. Down below for ball number 1. Johnny Dog trying to get everyone fired up here in the crowd. Starting to become a lovely day. It was raining a bit earlier, so it is always nice to see that sunshine come out once and for all. Ray looking over at second. Fires. Curveball just down below there. Looks like Zach's going to have an early talk here with Ray just to straighten out a few things. Surprised we haven't seen Ian come up just yet. However, it's still plenty of ball game left to be played here so far. We'll see if this changes anything. Funny enough, what I've noticed from these Big Ray first innings, they don't go normally too well for him. It takes them a little bit to heat up around that second, third inning. Had the same problem happen to him in that Jamestown game. Had 2 runs scored, however, one was a bit iffy with a call over at first. However, still will be counted against him. Next pitch. Curveball just upstairs, 3-1 now. And Ray just falling down in all these counts so far. I cannot remember the last time I was worried about Ray out there pitching. We'll see Ray set up here once again. Looks back, fires, shoots that one back foul. And now we'll see the first full count here of the day to Vincent Moreau. See if Vincent can either be the third man on base here for the Power or Big Ray can get out number 2 here. Also, double play in order so inning can end at any given time. Ray gets called. Looks like we'll see Vincent step off here for a second. Did call time. Up after this, if they're still on offense, we'll see Steve Merkel. Haven't seen him so far today as we're just through 3 batters. I'm going to shot up to Lucas. Sorry, that's Giuseppe over at second. And he comes down on that one. And that is out number 2 here for the Power now. So the fly out to the second baseman there. Thought that was Lucas. Lucas playing over at third today. My apologies there. I guess Skip now messing around with the lineup a little bit. Wants to see if players play different in certain positions. Because Lucas, so far this season, has played a great third base. Did see him play short the other day and made no errors. Now down as 1 out here in number 27, Steve Merkel, first baseman. First pitch in there for. Looks like a strike there. However, we'll say ball number 1 for Merkel. 400 batting average on the season, 20 at-bats, 8 hits, 6 runs batted in, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. This Power team can hit the ball. Just outside once again on that fastball, so we'll say 2-0 now. Ray again a bit unlucky with the strike zone here so far. Have seen the past couple of days here the strike zone expand for a few of these pitchers. So let's see if that's a little different here today. Ray looks over at second, sets and fires outside there, a little high there. 3-0 now. Once again, Ray again this pitch count up high early on. Hopefully doesn't play in too much to this game at least, as we have a few bullpen games coming up. Next pitch in there for strike number 1. Ray takes the 3-1 down the middle. It looks a little close to the bottom there, however. We'll say strike number 1. So once again, runners on second and first, and Stillinger and Strong. That one is down below. Doesn't hit the bottom corner there. That will be walk number 3 of the day for Big Ray already in his 5 batters faced. What is going on here with Big Ray? Already has bases loaded for the first time here today as he faces Nick DiCarlo. Nick batting .188 on the season, 48 at-bats, 7 runs batted in, 2 walks, and 9 strikeouts. Fourth most on the team in strikeouts for DeCarlo. Lefty-righty matchup once again. First pitch. Shoots that one. Looks like that one's going to go over Giuseppe's head. Now let's score the first run here for the Power. Can lead him, get him out at home. Won't come close there. He'll get the ball over to Lopez over at third. And that'll score 2 runs already here for the Power. Wow. So the first base hit scores 2 runs here. So Nick DeCarlo will be credited with the 2 RBI. One of the worst hitters on the team percentage-wise. Now just got RBI number 8 and 9 of the season. Good enough for second on this team. Also was second coming into this game. I guess when the pressure's on him, DeCarlo comes alive. Now we'll see Cal Brazier, the extra hitter here today. Sorry, designated hitter. First pitch. And there for strike number 1. We'll start this one off 0-1 for Brazier. Hopefully the last batter we see here in this Power lineup this first inning. Top of the first. Batting .204 on the season. 3 runs batted in, 5 walks, and 13 strikeouts. Most on the team. Could see 14 right here. Now 0-2 in the count. Maybe Ray did some scouting before this game. So runners in scoring position over at second and first in Merkel and DeCarlo. Ray sets. Swings to that one. 1, 2, 3. See you later, Cal. First man to be struck out here. Almost was our K-man of the game. However, I made an executive decision change to Miles Pallister. Hopefully, I don't end up knocking myself for that one. However, strikeout nonetheless. And we'll head down to the bottom of the first, where you'll see your Muckdogs hit for the first time here today. Stay tuned.
Looking for a dining experience that's out of this world? Look no further than Alex's Place in Batavia, New York. Indulge your taste buds with the finest flavors in town, from their tender barbecue ribs to sizzling steaks cooked to perfection. Step into their welcoming atmosphere and let their friendly staff treat you like family. Whether it's a cozy dinner for 2 or a gathering of loved ones, they've got you covered. Thirsty? Well, their stocked bar serves up handcrafted cocktails, ice-cold brews, and extensive wine selection to perfectly complement your meal. Join them today and experience the taste sensation that keeps customers coming back for more. Are you ready for a thrilling experience that combines the excitement of horse racing with the allure of casino gaming? Look no further than Batavia Downs in Batavia, New York. Feel the thundering hooves and witness the adrenaline-pumping action of live harness racing at Batavia Downs. Join us in the grandstand as talented drivers and their magnificent horses compete for glory, creating unforgettable moments that will leave you on the edge of your seat. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Step into our vibrant casino where luck and fortune await. Join us today and immerse yourself in the electrifying atmosphere of Batavia Downs. Looking for a place where craft beer meets culinary delight? Look no further than Eli Fish Brewing Company in Batavia, New York. At Eli Fish, it's all about flavor. Their master brewers craft an exceptional selection of beers, from hoppy IPAs to smooth, rich stouts. And the kitchen is no slouch either. Indulge in their delectable menu featuring mouth-watering burgers, tantalizing sandwiches, and fresh, crisp salads. So whether you're a craft beer enthusiast or a food lover searching for a new favorite spot, make Eli Fish Brewing Company your next destination. Discover the perfect blend of flavors, community, and unforgettable moments. At Tompkins Community Bank, they believe in more than just banking. They believe in building relationships. Step into a world where you're more than just a number. Experience the personalized service and genuine care that sets them apart. From simple checking accounts to tailored business solutions, we have the products and expertise to meet your financial needs. But it doesn't stop there. We're invested in communities we serve.
Back here for the bottom of the first. Score now 2-0 for the Power. First pitch is shot back. Foul there by Josh Lee. The leadoff man here today coming out of the University of Rochester. Josh, not so much great on the hitting side of the ball. However, where he makes his mark on this team is his way around the base path. 17 stolen bases on the season. Good enough for first by 5 stolen bases. In second is hitting in the bottom of this lineup in Rashad Robinson. 217, however, on the season in his 46 at-bats, 10 hits, 6 runs batted in, 8 walks, and 9 strikeouts here. For Leadham now 0-2 coming into this one. Also, Leadham will be a senior at the University of Rochester. Last season had a .334 batting average. He shoots that one, too. The shortstop, can he make the play over in time? Can Luna beat him out? No, he cannot. And the 6-3 play from Evans and Merkel will be the first out here for the Muckdogs. Now head to the man at a St. Thomas University in Lucas Lopez. Lucas did have a base hit the other day in the game against Elmira Pioneers. I believe he had 2. It was a great game for Lucas. And a bust the Muckdogs. That was inside there for strike number 1. Looked a little bit outside there. They'll say that is strike number 1 here for Zach Fike. So Lucas this past season had a .216 batting average along with 12 runs batted and a .346 on-base percentage at St. Thomas University. Next pitch here. Shoots that one over to right center field. And the right fielder will make the play there in Jackson Strong, who did walk here in this one already. And already down to 1 out here. This inning flew by. However, we'll see the man who just recently went D1 was a former D2 Player of the Year candidate in Anthony Calabro. See what he can do here in this one. Be the first man on base here for the Muckdogs. First pitch outside there for ball number 1 on that fastball. Calabro on the season, .259 batting average, 11 runs batted in, first on the team, also first in walks with 11. He swings through that one. 1-1 now. And 13 strikeouts. Also, funny enough, leads the team in hit by pitches with Josh Leadham. These poor guys get constantly attacked. 2-1 now. 2-1 here for Calabro. Loses one of the pieces for his hitting. I believe that goes on his elbow to keep that one straight. So we'll see the 2-2 now as he did swing through that last pitch. Swung so hard, his equipment started falling off. Also, Calabro third and stolen bases on the team with 8. 2-2. Gets the very end of that one, and that one will bloop over the second baseman into the outfield. And Calabro will be the first man on for the Muckdogs here in this one. Already off to a great start. I guess going D1 has nothing on Calabro. Will be playing at University of Central Florida. Was just playing at the University of West Georgia. And now we'll see the man committed to St. John's will play there in this spring collegiate baseball season. Adam Agresti. Adam also did have the day off on Sunday like Calabro. First pitch upstairs there for ball number 1. Agresti this past season at Yorktown had a .286 batting average, .476 slugging, .976 on-base slugging with a home run. So that one goes down in the dirt there for ball number 2. Also, Agresti has been one of the best hitters at such a young age already here for the Muckdogs, batting .318 coming into this one, along with some other incredible stats, like his 11 runs batted in, tied with Calabro for the most on the team, 9 walks and 8 strikeouts. Also getting for 4th on the team in batting average. And in that top 5, he is 2nd in at-bats. Next pitch, swings through that one. Count moves. 2-1 now here for Agresti. Fike fighting back here in this one. Fike looks over at first, sets and fires. Calabro goes, however, he'll be coming right on back as that one is shot foul. We'll see the 2-2 here shortly for Agresti. Agresti, one of the 3 St. John's commits on this team. One still has not come yet in Christian Bernardini. We'll see him shortly. Also not playing here today, Chad Falcon. Falcon for the past couple of days did throw a few innings for us through 2, had no earned runs in that one. Also did hit the other day against Elmira. 2-2 outside there. We'll see a full count. First one here for Zach Fike. Also, as a catcher, so 7 bases in high school. So that's such a tall stature. 6'3", can move around. Someone is shot up the middle, straight through the second and shortstop. Calabro will stay over at second, and back-to-back base hits here late for the Muckdogs. Coming off Calabria and Agressi, some of the best hitters this team has to offer. Now we'll see Big Country, the big man, 6'5" and all. Standing over at first base, like always, Henry Daniels, Calabria's former teammate at University of West Georgia this past season, will be a senior there. Does hit out at Norman Park, Georgia, and this past season at .343 batting average, .641 slugging, 14 home runs, 48 runs batted, and a .445 on base percentage. So incredible numbers this past season here for Daniels. He shoots that one to the second baseman. Can he run out that in time? He cannot. And the 4-3 from Andrew Stillinger will end it here for the Muckdogs. So one pitch leads to the out there. And we'll head into the top of the second early. Muckdogs down early here in this one. However, still plenty of ball to be played. Stay tuned.
Looking for a dining experience? We serve, supporting local businesses, and making a difference where it matters most. Join the Tompkins community family and discover a bank that treats you like a neighbor. When duty calls, who will answer? Introducing the New York National Guard, the elite force dedicated to protecting our great state and nation. Join the ranks of brave men and women who proudly serve as the backbone of our defense. Train alongside the best, gaining skills that will last a lifetime. When disaster strikes, the National Guard is there, providing critical support and relief to our communities. Our dedication knows no bounds. From foreign soil to local streets, the New York National Guard stands ready to face any challenge, defending freedom and preserving peace. The New York National Guard, where heroes are made. Thirsty for a perfect beverage? Look no further than Right Beverage, the premier destination for all your drink needs. With a vast selection of beers, wine, spirits, and more, they have something to satisfy every taste and occasion. At Right Beverage, they promote responsible consumption because they care about you and your community. So, quench your thirst with confidence. Choose Right Beverage, your trusted beverage partner. Visit their website or contact them at 585-502-0502 to explore exceptional selections of beverages. Are you an athlete looking for specialized sports medicine?
Top of the second start here with Jeremy Glinsky as he swings through that one. See the 0-1 here for Glinsky early in this one. Playing behind the plate here today, catcher for the Power. So Glinsky so far on season, .303 batting average behind the plate. Very impressive there, looking like Bryce Mortellaro or Adam Agressi, as he is 0-2 now in this one. 5 runs batted in, 7 walks, and 8 strikeouts on the season for Glinsky. Now 0-2, maybe seeing number 9 here. However, Power up 2-0. Can't be too mad about anything. 0-2 outside there with that curveball. 1-2 now. Very quiet Tuesday here at Dwyer Stadium. Kind of nice. 1-2. Shoots that one foul. We'll see another 1-2 shortly. So Ray, so far that last inning, not looking the best at finding the strike zone, has done a great job doing that here. And not sure what happened. Just had one base hit off him, however, that led to the 2 RBI. 1-2. Hits the bottom corner there. 1-2-3. See you later, Glinsky. Ray starting to heat up here, however. Now back-to-back strikeouts in his last 2 batters faced. And that'll be the first out of the top of the second. We'll now see Andrew Fairbrother, the extra hitter here today. Fairbrother, 174 coming into this one. 5 walks, 2 runs batted in, and just 1 strikeout. So pretty first in there from Fairbrother. Did pitch that first inning against the Muckdogs back game number 3. If you guys remember that one, was a long time ago. And he had not the best outing. Had a lot of walks against us. Had a lot of hit by pitches as well. And was taken out very early in that one. And we never saw him pitch again. Against the Muckdogs at least. 2-0 now. We'll see if Fairbrother can get his revenge here, as I believe the Muckdogs scored 5 runs off of him. 2-0. Swings through that one. Count moves 2-1 now. Ray now starting to look like his former self. Just need that first inning to wash off some of the dust. Nothing wrong with that. Hopefully, Muckdogs can come up with 2 runs shortly. 2-1. Shoots that one to Josh Leadham. Leadham steps back for that one and does make the play in the outfield. Had to go back pretty far for that one. That one dragged a long way. However, 2 up, 2 down so far to start the top of the second. We'll now head down to the bottom of this power lineup. A lot of P's in this lineup. Pioneers, Power. Coming all over the place here in the West Division. However, Miles Pallister will be up next to switch hitter. That's why I've seen the lefty-righty matchup here. Miles coming to this one. Worst average on this team, 0-1. You're seeing it right now. Why that is. 10 strikeouts on the season in his 33 at-bats. Just 5 hits. 2 extra base hits, actually good enough for 4th on this team, tied with a few others. 1 run batted in as that one is hit straight to Giuseppe. And that will end the inning. Our Curry over to Daniels. 4-3 play there to end the inning. So 3 up, 3 down for the Muckdogs. And now we'll head down to the bottom of the second shortly.
Looking for a specialized sports medicine care? Look no further than Rochester Regional Health. We understand the importance of having access to top-notch orthopedic experts close to home. That's why they're proud to offer a comprehensive orthopedic sports medicine program right here in Batavia. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a skilled professional athlete, their team of skilled orthopedic specialists is here to help you overcome any sports-related injury or condition. They combine the latest advancements in orthopedics with a personalized approach to ensure you receive the highest quality of care.
Bottom of the second to start here with Juice. Giuseppe R. Curry playing over in second today. Giuseppe did just make the play to end the last inning on that 4-3 ground out, and we'll see what he can do here in this one. Batting incredible on the season. 5th in batting average, 298, good enough for 5th on this team. 9 runs batted in, 5 walks, and 8 strikeouts. First pitch here outside with that fastball. Not even close to the strike zone there. We'll start this one off 1-0. Our Curry also will be a senior over at St. Leo University. That one is outside once again. Ball number 2. Past season had a 283 batting average, 934 on base slugging, 4 home runs, and 17 runs batted in for Juice. Next pitch. Shoots that one back foul. We'll see 2-1 now. And Giuseppe, I remember at the beginning of the season, had one of the roughest starts I've seen, and then came back like it was nothing. And now has been one of the best everyday guys for this Muckdogs team. He shoots that one up to second baseman. Can he make the play in time? And he does. Then have to go two back for that one. Stillinger makes the F4 there. And now we'll head over to the man who has been red hot for the Muckdogs. Extra hitter today, number 45, Matt DiStefano. Matt's original impact on this team came in the field for this past collegiate season. He was perfect from the field. However, now coming as the extra hitter, not even playing defense to start this one. Just coming in for his hitting. Leading the team in batting average. That one in there for ball number 1 now. Batting .387 on the season with 2 extra base hits, 1 being a double, 1 being a triple. As that one is called there for strike number 1. 7 runs batted in, 5 walks, and 6 strikeouts here for DiStefano. Just some incredible numbers he has been putting up recently. That one goes low there, 2-1 now. But DiStefano really came out of nowhere. Just came out in that first game we had against Elmira this past week. outside there. 3-1. Could be the first man to walk here. And has just been uber efficient since then. 4 games where he's had 2 or more hits. 3-1. Shoots that one back foul. We'll see a full count here for DeStefano versus Fike. And Fike so far looking pretty comfortable through this Muckdogs lineup. Did have a little bit of trouble finishing out the last inning. Calabro and Agressi both getting back-to-back base hits when there was 2 outs left. Payoff pitch is shot back there. Looks a little late on that one for DeStefano, so we'll see another 3-2 count. Still no one on base here for the Muckdogs. Only man you've seen before this was Giuseppe Arcuri. Muckdogs still down 2-0. As that one is shot into center field. That one will be caught by the center fielder in Miles Pallister. And we're down to just 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Was looking like a very slow game to start this one off, however. Pace has picked up here. As I see Zach Asperger, the man out of FDU, for the first time here today. Freely Dixon University. First pitch. Curveball drops down a little too far for ball number 1. Can't reach the bottom of the strike zone there. Name sounds familiar. They were the second team in NCAA history in the March Madness tournament too. Beat a 1 seed. They beat Purdue this season. First team to do it was UMBC, which put FDU really on the map. Players like Sparrows batting .235 coming to this one as he shoots that one to first base. Can he outrun the pitcher? No, he cannot. And the 3-1 ground out will end. The Muckdogs in there, 3 up, 3 down on both sides here. Will be probably the quickest inning you see here, folks. And we'll head to the 3rd inning shortly. Stay tuned.
Looking for a dining experience that's out of this world? Look no further than Alex's Place in Batavia, New York. Indulge your taste buds with the finest flavors in town, from their tender barbecue ribs to sizzling steaks cooked to perfection. Step into their welcoming atmosphere and let their friendly staff treat you like family. Whether it's a cozy dinner for 2 or a gathering of loved ones, they've got you covered. Thirsty? Well, their stocked bar serves up handcrafted cocktails, ice-cold brews, and extensive wine selection to perfectly complement your meal. Join them today and experience the taste sensation that keeps customers coming back for more. Are you ready for a thrilling experience that combines the excitement of horse racing with the allure of casino gaming? Look no further than Batavia Downs in Batavia, New York. Feel the thundering hooves and witness the adrenaline-pumping action of live harness racing at Batavia Downs. Join us in the grandstand as talented drivers and their magnificent horses compete for glory, creating unforgettable moments that will leave you on the edge of your seat. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Step into our vibrant casino where luck and fortune await. Join us today and immerse yourself in the electrifying atmosphere of Batavia Downs. Looking for a place where craft beer meets culinary delight? Look no further than Eli Fish Brewing Company in Batavia, New York. At Eli Fish, it's all about flavor. Their master brewers craft an exceptional selection of beers, from hoppy IPAs to smooth, rich stouts. And the kitchen is no slouch either. Indulge in their delectable menu featuring mouth-watering burgers, tantalizing sandwiches, and fresh, crisp salads. So whether you're a craft beer enthusiast or a food lover searching for a new favorite spot, make Eli Fish Brewing Company your next destination. Discover the perfect blend of flavors, community, and unforgettable moments. At Tompkins Community Bank, they believe in more than just banking. They believe in building relationships. Step into a world where you're more than just a number. Experience the personalized service and genuine care that sets them apart. From simple checking accounts to tailored business solutions, we have the products and expertise to meet your financial needs. But it doesn't stop there. We're invested in communities we serve, supporting local businesses, and making a difference.
Start at the top of the 3rd here with number 30, Andrew Stillinger. Last time up did have the first walk and the first run scored here for the Niagara Power, who lead this ball game 2-0 heading into the 3rd. Muckdogs haven't been able to score these past 2 innings. Hopefully something can change here shortly, as that one is chopped towards the shortstop in Caleb Rodriguez. Can't make the play over to first, and that will be the first man on after the E6 there. So not the best start here for the Muckdogs, who desperately need to clean up these errors. And now we'll see with the man on first, Zach Evans, who did fly out to Calabro last time out in center field. But back to these old habits of the Muckdogs, just getting these fielding errors. Rodriguez came here extra early, too. Thought he was going to be on his A game here today. Just off to a rough start here. First pitch for Big Ray. In there for strike number one. Hits the bottom of the zone there. However, they will play in order, so Ray can walk off easy here. See if that is made possible. With Stillinger now over at first after the error. Looks like that one hit the bottom corner. They'll say that's ball number one. That's why Lucas Lopez did play over at shortstop the other day. Also, Caleb did come out of a game a few days ago for Schwartzen over at short. Has just not been playing up to standards that Skip believes he can be yet. So shoots that one down to Lucas. Lucas will just turn one here. Daniels does make the play over at first. So Lopez Daniels for the 5-3 ground out there. Now down to just 2 outs here. However, runner over on second in Stillinger. So got to worry about that now. Jackson Strong, right fielder, batting next, wearing number 44 here. Did walk last time and did score run number 2 for the Power. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Big Ray shoots that one down the first base line. We'll see an 0-1 count start this one off. So Stillinger now moves over to second with the fielder's choice on the 5-3 ground out. Looks like that one was just hit very weakly to Lopez over at third. Just one of those unfortunate plays. Crowd trying to get Ray fired up here. Hopefully he can get strikeout number 3 of this game. He is averaging 1 per inning. Ray looks over at second, sets in, fires. That one is shot over to Rashad over in the left field. Can he make the play? Robinson does. And that will end Jackson Strong there on the S7. Now down to just 1 out in this inning. As the game goes on, looking more like a pitcher's duel. We'll now see Vincent Moreau, who is 0-for-1 on the day with a fly to our Curry over at second. And we'll see what he can do here now. Moreau, also one of the better hitters in this lineup, 360, will be due for a hit shortly. Also does lead this team in runs batted in. So when people come out to base, Moreau is the man. With a man over at second, curveball upstairs there. We missed that one a little too early. 1-0 here for Big Ray. Ray up on the mound just gives that intimidation factor. I was talking about it a little bit ago with him and, of course, Ryan Kinney. Both just have those tall statures. And that can lead to their excellent pitching. When they have the stuff and they know how to get it done, their tall stature just helps them out. Big Ray, 6'3", 315. Ryan Kinney, 6'5", 190. Both freaks in their respective natures. 2-0. Shoots that one up towards lead him over in right field, and that will be the final out of the top of the third here. Once again, Muckdogs do a great job of closing this one out. Would have been a clean inning for Ray, however, the man over on second in Stillinger will be the only man on off of an error. And we'll head down to the bottom of the third shortly.
Looking for a dynamic we serve, supporting local businesses, and making a difference where it matters most. Join the Tompkins community family and discover a bank that treats you like a neighbor. When duty calls, who will answer? Introducing the New York National Guard, the elite force dedicated to protecting our great state and nation. Join the ranks of brave men and women who proudly serve as the backbone of our defense. Train alongside the best, gaining skills that will last a lifetime. When disaster strikes, the National Guard is there, providing critical support and relief to our communities. Our dedication knows no bounds. From foreign soil to local streets, the New York National Guard stands ready to face any challenge, defending freedom and preserving peace. The New York National Guard, where heroes are made. Thirsty for a perfect beverage? Look no further than Right Beverage, the premier destination for all your drink needs. With a vast selection of beers, wine, spirits, and more, they have something to satisfy every taste and occasion. At Right Beverage, they promote responsible consumption because they care about you and your community. So, quench your thirst with confidence. Choose Right Beverage, your trusted beverage partner. Visit their website or contact them at 585-502-0502 to explore exceptional selections of beverages. Are you an athlete looking
Caleb Rodriguez will start off this bottom of the third. So far, Muckdogs still looking for their first runs of the game, looking towards their bottom of the lineup now in Rodriguez and Robinson up next. That one is upstairs there for ball 1-2. Caleb Rodriguez playing over at short today. Hopefully can make up for his pass mistake. If you're wondering what that was and you're just tuning in, did make an error over at shortstop. However, that one will be flown out to the center fielder there. And that will be the first out here on the back of Miles Pallister. Once again, another fast game, or fast inning here for the Muckdogs. Just 2 pitches seen for Rodriguez and already 1 out. For the man at Keene State, now we'll head over to the man over at Bishop State Community College, Rashad Robinson. So far on the season, .257 batting average, 9 walks, 8 strikeouts, and 3 runs batted. As that was in there for strike number 1. Robinson is just one of those guys that always goes deep in the count. May see that here once again. Wouldn't be surprised this one went full. Next pitch, lefty-righty. He shoots that one, of course, to right center field. Can anyone get to that one? That one's going to keep going back. Hits off the warning track, and Rashad will get the standing double there. One of his first extra base hits of the year already. Incredible job there by Rashad. Waited patiently for that one. Usually you see him go deep into these counts. Guess him just eating on words here. That was his first extra base hit of the season. So great job there, Rashad. Bouncing back. I remember I was talking to him after that first game we had over in Jamestown for the doubleheader before our 5-game win streak. He just looked heartbroken after that performance he had where he had 2 strikeouts and went 0 for 3 on the day. But I love to see Rashad Robinson bouncing back here. And now we'll head over to the leadoff man here today, Josh Leadham. Looks back over at second. That one's in there for strike number 1 on that fastball. 0-1 here to start for Leadham. Leadham, last time out, did ground out to the shortstop in. That would be Zach Evans batting second in the lineup today for the Power. Hopefully we can see a Rashad steal here. Nice pitch. Shoots that one back foul. 0-2 now. Surprised we haven't seen a Rashad steal so far on the season, leading the team second in stolen bases with 12. Number 1 on this team is up at bat right now and Leadham with 17. Both only been caught stealing once. So just highly efficient for both of them here so far. Next one is shot towards the third baseman. He can't ground that one. Rashad will be called signal to home by Skip Rodriguez and Sarah Martinez, and he'll be in there for the first run of the ball game for your Batavia Muckdogs. Also, Leadham gets into second as well off of that horrific error by the third baseman there. That was made by Vincent Moreau. So if you need a hero to thank at home, it's Vincent Moreau. He could not ground the ball there at all. So E5 will bring Leadham over in second with those wheels he has, and Rashad Robinson gets home. Skip saw that one get all the way from him, all the way from the third baseman there, and just sent Robinson home. And he was in there for sure. Also, great job by Cal Heathington, of course, the first base coach, sending Leadham over to second. Now, we'll see Lucas Lopez, for second time. Fike looking over at second. Curveball way outside there. We'll start this one 1-0 here for Lucas. Last time out did fly out to Vincent Moreau over at third. However, that time he could field the ball. Last time we lead him, could not. Zone is down there for strike number 1, just hit the bottom of the zone there. A little bit of an iffy call there, if you ask people up in the broadcast booth. Lopez, 295 coming into this one. Good enough for 6th on the team. Also 7 walks, 4 strikeouts, and just 1 weren't batted in. That's a shocking stat to see. I guess when he gets on base, there's just no one there for him. Unlucky if you ask me. Nice pitch. Leadham goes, shoots that one towards third base, and he will get in there. Lucas also, Leadham tries to go home, and with the error there once again by the first baseman, another run scores for the Muckdogs. Was going to change it to an out there. However, won't even need to. 2-2 ball game now for your Batavia Muckdogs. What is going on here in this one? A lot of errors so far now. It looks like Lucas will be called out over at first. So, 2 outs now here for the Muckdogs. No one on base. And we'll see Calabro for the second time here today as that curveball is in there on the outer edge for strike number 1. Fans don't like that one, getting now heckling the umpire. That fastball is outside there for ball number 1. And just like that, 2-run score on back-to-back hitters for the Muckdogs. That one ripped to right field, however, looks like that one will be caught there. Great extension there by Jackson Strong. And the F9 there will end this inning. Another error, unfortunately, for the Power. Back-to-back from the first baseman to the catcher, lead to an unfortunate series of events for the Power. Very fortunate here for the Muckdogs. 2-2 ball game now going into the 4th, and it is anyone's game here now heading into these middle innings.
Looking for a 0502 to explore exceptional selections of beverages. Are you an athlete looking for specialized sports medicine care? Look no further than Rochester Regional Health. We understand the importance of having access to top-notch orthopedic experts close to home. That's why they're proud to offer a comprehensive orthopedic sports medicine program right here in Batavia. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a skilled professional athlete, their team of skilled orthopedic specialists is here to help you overcome any sports-related injury or condition. They combine the latest advancements in orthopedics with a personalized approach to ensure you receive the highest quality of care.
And it looks like Ray today will be done after just 3 innings. His shortest start so far on the season. Last time did go 5 innings against Jamestown. Then his next time against Jamestown went 4 2/3. So interesting to see here. Maybe Ray has just been throwing a lot these past couple of days. So now we'll see a new pitcher on the mound for the Muckdogs. Will be the tallest man for the Muckdogs in Casey Sabier. Has a 12.27 ERA coming to this one. Was credited with a loss against Elmira in his 1/3 inning pitch there. Had 4 runs, 4 earned runs, and a hit. However, did make up for it with his time against Niagara, where he did pitch an inning and a third, with his 5 batters faced, just walking 1, striking out 3, and just bouncing back very efficiently there for Casey. So we'll see what the very young D1 prospect over at Long Island University can do here. Did redshirt his first season over. His last season of varsity ball had 38 innings with 51 strikeouts and a 2.5 ERA up in Seattle, Washington. Now we'll see his real true freshman season at LIU this next coming spring collegiate season. So, enough with Casey. Let's see what he can do up on the mound for the 4th time for the Muckdogs. That one is shot foul. Now 0-1 here for Steve Merkel. Last time up, did walk and was not able to score. Also, Casey this season, full stats, 3 2/3 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 5 walks, and 3 hits. This is his 4th game for the Muckdogs this season, and none have been started. So now we'll see the 1-1. Also did start, I believe, the Buffalo Diesel game. Did come out of that one after 2 innings. However, it was a non-league game, and that one will not count. Curveball, beautiful there by Casey. Gets in there for strike number 2. Some great movement on that one. See if Merkel can do anything against the new pitcher here for the Muckdogs. Sabier shoots that one foul. We'll see another 1-2 count here shortly. Surprised we took Ray out so early. Went 3 up, 3 down in that second inning, then only saw 4 batters last inning, and only because of an error. Shoots that one down. Third baseline, more of a rip. And we'll see a 2-1 once again. Casey not able to finish Merkel so far. He has just been fighting here in this at-bat. Seeing why he has that 400 average. Next pitch. Upstairs there, 2-2 now. Casey just lost control of that one. And Merkel so far hasn't had too many at-bats for the Power here in this one. However, 400 batting average on the season in his pretty small sample size compared to some of the other teammates he has. Just 2 strikeouts on the season, 3 walks, 6 runs batted in, however. Good enough for 3rd on the team. Just incredible there. Slider is hit over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Daniels. Does make it in time for the 6-3 ground out, and Merkel will be sat down for the first time here today. But speaking of people who have not been sat down, we'll head over now to Nick DiCarlo, the second man that Casey will face. Last time up, did have the first hit for the Power, and this one was also a 2-run batted in shot that did score Stillinger and Strong. We'll see if Casey can do anything differently here, as DiCarlo does swing through that one. Now 0-1 here to Casey. Casey so far having a good start here. Sets and fires. Just down a little bit with that curveball. Maybe trying to set something up here. Could see maybe a slider on the outside there. Very similar movement. 0-1. 1-2 now as he swings through that one. I just want to say I predicted that. I'm basically a D1 pitcher. Casey, can he strike him out here? Has already had 2 swings and a miss. Can he get number 3 here? Cannot. 1-2 now for DiCarlo. 1-1 on the day. Surprised DiCarlo was able to make that happen. 7 runs batted in on the season. Now it moves up to 9. Was good enough for second on the team, tied with Jackson Strong. As that one gets away from Casey there. A bunch. 2-2 now. A long stretch of games for the Muckdogs coming shortly. Yesterday was our first home off day in 13 days. That one almost glistened. It looks like it hit the ump there. He'll have to walk that one off. Now we move to Casey's full first count of the day. I'm still walking this one off. Looks like Kasparowicz will use this time to go have a talk with Casey. And my God, that height difference is insane. Kasparowicz listed at 5'10", standing over next to actual 6'10" Casey is incredible. Still looks like he's a little shaken here. We'll see if he's all right. So far in this one, 3-2 still. 2-2 ball game now. Muckdogs did score 2 runs that past inning. Power have not scored since the first inning. We'll see if Casey can hold them scoreless here in inning number 4. The payoff pitch is shot just foul there. Looks like Lucas almost have to go back for that one, and we'll see another payoff pitch shortly. Casey not showing much of that 12 ERA coming into this one. Did have an ERA of over 100 to start the season. Slider in the dirt there will walk Nate DiCarlo. So Nick will remain perfect on the day as we now see Cal Brazier, who was almost the K-man here today. However, I did change it last second. Probably shouldn't have. Already 1 strikeout on the day and is 0 for 1. Also, ending can end at any given time with a double play, as Nate DiCarlo is now over at first. However, designated hitter Cal Brazier will have something to say about that first. Casey gets signal, sets. Outside on that slider. Once again, just losing control of that one. Has gone into the dirt now twice. 1-0 now. Swings through that one, though. 1-1 now. And like I was saying before, have a lot of games coming up soon. We'll see 14 games in the next 14 days. Muckdogs are on for a while. 1-1. Slider in there for strike number 1. He got all of that one there. Was an impressive pitch there by Casey. When Casey gets his control, he has some of the best pitchers on this team. Just has to work on that control a little bit. Saw with those 2 sliders both go in the dirt. 1-2. Curveball just slips out a little too early there. 2-2. Had the movement just released a little too high there. Still Nick over at first, 2-2 here for Brazier. Could we see strikeout number 2, 2-2. Shoots that one back foul. We'll see the 2-2 once again. Casey 6'10", 220 out of Seattle. Washington did come pretty far here to play. However, does play over at Long Island University D1 school over there. 2-2 again. Shoots that one towards Leadham. Leadham racing for that one. Looks like it's going to go into the opposing bullpen. And it does. No one warming up there for the Power so far. They did bring just 14 people here today. Usually the Muckdogs roll a little deeper than that. Bring about 20 guys, I believe, when we're on the road. Even more. 2-2 again. Swings through that one. 1-2-3. See you later. Cal Brazier, like I said, would strike out 3 times today. Just thought Miles Pallister would also do it. And now we're down to just 1 out here. My stats guy is now giving me not the prettiest face in the world, as if people don't get 50% off Eli Fish, I won't feel like a great guy. Now we'll see the man who also did strike out the first time in Jeremy Galinsky. Slider, oh. Shocked that one wasn't called a strike. Look at that. That one got all the zone there, however. Ump will say 1-0. Maybe not a fan of getting hit by Casey's last hit there. However, that one will be in there for strike number 1. As that one hits the bottom of the zone there. 1-1 now here for Galinsky. 0-1 coming into this one. Bottom of this lineup, not looking too hot, was struck out 1-2-3 by Ray, or 3 up, 3 down. Slider upstairs there. 2-1 now. So tomorrow, Muckdogs are away at Newark. We'll see them for the 3rd time this season so far. 2-0 against them on season. Over. Those ones were great games, as that one is shot back towards center field. Calabro had to go back far for that one. It does make the play. Great job there by Calabro talking that one down. That was not an easy play to make. However, Calabro does Calabro things out center field. That's why he's there almost every day. And we'll head down to the bottom of the 4th. Score still 2-2 here. Muckdogs looking to add on to their lead. However, don't want to say fluky, but was on the back of most of the Power infielders, as the first baseman couldn't make a clear pass to the catcher in, I believe that was Jeremy Galinsky, who just flew out here. And a horrific throw by Steve Merkel could not lead him out. Also, Rashad did score off a Vincent Moreau error, so we'll see if their errors continue here. We'll start the next inning off with Adam Agresti. Bottom of the 4th, we'll start here with the St. John's commit and Adam Agresti so far 1-1 on the day with the second base hit here for the Muckdogs. 3rd did come from Rashad Robinson in that bottom of the 3rd when he had his extra base hit. First for him on the season. However, back to Agresti here. We'll see what he can do against Zach Fike for his fourth inning pitched here. Curveball way outside there for ball number 1. So for those who don't know, Eli Fisher is a sponsor of the Muckdogs. Probably heard him in a couple of the ads, 1-on-1 now. And every day here at Dwyer Stadium, we have this thing where we choose someone to get 3 strikeouts on the day. And if they do so, everyone gets 50% off their Eli Fish. And, of course, I was looking through the roster, and I wanted to make the pick here today who the K-Man was. I chose Cal Brazier at first, then made the last-second switch to Miles Pallister. Not for no apparent reason. He did strike out twice against us in that first game we had against Niagara, so thought we'd see the same thing here. And, of course, Cal Brazier has struck out twice. I'm going to feel terrible if these people walk out here with no 50% off their Eli Fish. We have not hit it once this season, 2-2. Shoots that one straight over the shortstop's head, and that one will be a turn for Agressi. Agressi slides in there. Didn't even think anyone was ready for that one. And Agressi will be credited with the extra base hit there. Incredible job there by Agressi. I did not think he was going to turn 2. Agressi personally took no doubt about that one and slid right over into second. Throw not even close to the second baseman there to even try to get him out. Now we'll see if Henry Daniels in the lefty-lefty matchup can bring Agressi home, now standing over at second. A great start to this inning for the Muckdogs, looking for another inning of runs. Did score 2 in the bottom of the third. First pitch. Rips that one towards first base. Looks like that will be an easy out there for the Power, as the first baseman does this, lift that one over to first baseman. So the 1-3 ground out from Fike all the way to Steve Merkel will end that one and be the first out here for the Muckdogs. Now, Giuseppe Juice will be the next man to have an opportunity to bring home the 18-year-old in Agressi. Fike looking over at second, sets and fires. Shoots that one back foul. Giuseppe loves swinging at that first pitch. So I've noticed from his game so far. Obviously, you see a couple of his famous juice slides in there. However, those don't come until later in the at-bat. Loves swinging that first pitch. Gets the pitchers off their groove a little bit. 0-1. Rips that one over the shortstop's head. Same place as Agressi. And Agressi will most likely score here. Most definitely, I'm already calling it. He does. And that will be run number 3 scored here for the Muckdogs. Art Curry, second extra base hit of the inning. A little in-betweener there from Daniels. However, Art Curry and Agressi basically the same exact play. Rip over the shortstop's head and get right over into second base. Great job there by Art Curry, getting his first hit of the day, being an extra base hit as well, and scoring Agressi. Now, Muckdogs take a 1-run lead with one of the hottest hitters on the Muckdogs up next in Matt DiStefano. Rips that one foul. Start this one off 0-1 here for DiStefano. So far, just a fly out to the center fielder in, I believe that was Miles Pallister, K-Man of today. Looks over at second 3 times, sets and fires. Maybe looked over a few too many times. That's why that one went so high there. 1-1 here for DiStefano. Would be shocked if we don't see a hit from DiStefano here today, as he has just been on fire recently. Wouldn't have said that a week ago, but a lot can change in a week. Look at Bryce. Went from a 77 to a 3-something. Rips that one foul again, 1-2 now. Now DiStefano once again down in the count. See if he can change anything here with Art Curry. Now the lone man on base over at second in scoring position. Without Matt's been hitting these balls, would not be surprised if Art Curry would score. Next pitch. Wanted that one, however, remained patient there. 2-2. Like Gangstar said, you got to use discipline. So, DiStefano stays here in this one. Almost came off the batter's box there. Next pitch, curveball outside there. We'll see the full count here for DeStefano. Getting a little foggy here in Dwyer Stadium. Hopefully you guys can still see the game fine at home. Getting a little pixelated. Probably because of the fog. Next pitch, payoff is hit off from there. They'll say it's foul. We'll see another 3-2 here. See if I can make it a little more clear. Yeah, same thing. I try. So we'll see the 3-2 once again for DeStefano. Our Curry still over at second. Fike sets and fires. Swings through that one. 1-2-3. See you later, Matt. I guess I gave him a little too much praise. Now 0-2 on the day. Has not been like him at all. Maybe that off day blew off some of that steam. And now down to just one out here with Zach Kasparowicz in this lefty-lefty matchup. Last time out did ground out 2. I believe it was first base. Then he flipped it over to Fike. First pitch. Swings through that one. Start off 0-1 here for Kasparowicz. Used to play JUCO, then made his way up to the D1 level at FDU. Some incredible community college stats over. Had a 353 along with a 500 on-base percentage over at Bergen Community College. He shoots that one straight to the first baseman once again in back-to-back ABs, and that will end the inning. However, Muckdogs don't come away empty-handed in this one. They do score a run in Adam Agresti. And we'll head down to the 5th inning now, where the Muckdogs lead with 1 run. Stay tuned.
Looking for a dining experience that's out of this world? Look no further than Alex's Place in Batavia, New York. Indulge your taste buds with the finest flavors in town, from their tender barbecue ribs to sizzling steaks cooked to perfection. Step into their welcoming atmosphere and let their friendly staff treat you like family. Whether it's a cozy dinner for 2 or a gathering of loved ones, they've got you covered. Thirsty? Well, their stocked bar serves up handcrafted cocktails, ice-cold brews, and extensive wine selection to perfectly complement your meal. Join them today and experience the taste sensation that keeps customers coming back for more. Are you ready for a thrilling experience that combines the excitement of horse racing with the allure of casino gaming? Look no further than Batavia Downs in Batavia, New York. Feel the thundering hooves and witness the adrenaline-pumping action of live harness racing at Batavia Downs. Join us in the grandstand as talented drivers and their magnificent horses compete for glory, creating unforgettable moments that will leave you on the edge of your seat. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Step into our vibrant casino where luck and fortune await. Join us today and immerse yourself in the electrifying atmosphere of Batavia Downs. Looking for a place where craft beer meets culinary delight? Look no further than Eli Fish Brewing Company in Batavia, New York. At Eli Fish, it's all about flavor. Their master brewers craft an exceptional selection of beers, from hoppy IPAs to smooth, rich stouts. And the kitchen is no slouch either. Indulge in their delectable menu featuring mouth-watering burgers, tantalizing sandwiches, and fresh, crisp salads. So whether you're a craft beer enthusiast or a food lover searching for a new favorite spot, make Eli Fish Brewing Company your next destination. Discover the perfect blend of flavors, community, and unforgettable moments. At Tompkins Community Bank, they believe in more than just banking. They believe in building relationships. Step into a world where you're more than just a number. Experience the personalized service and genuine care that sets them apart. From simple checking accounts to tailored business solutions, we have the products and expertise to meet your financial needs. But it doesn't stop there. We're invested in communities we serve, supporting local businesses, and making a difference where it matters most. Join the Tompkins community family and discover a bank that treats you like a neighbor. When duty calls.
Top of the 5th to start here shortly. KC will pitch inning number 2 here. See what we can do now against Andrew Fairbrother. 0-1 coming into this one. Did hit a fly ball over to lead him over in right field as he rips that one towards right field again. 0-1 here. And so far, Muckdogs through 4 innings have 3 runs to the Powers. 2 haven't scored since that first inning. And once again, hopefully all of you are doing wonderful at home watching this broadcast as the curveball does get in there for strike number 2. Just hits the bottom of the zone there. Casey, great curveball on him. Has some great breaking stuff here so far. We'll see if we can get another strikeout here. 0-2. Just down below there on that fastball. And we'll move into now a 1-2 count. So Casey, so far off to a good start. Only allowed one walk and no one else on base via a hit. Almost hits him there. However, curveball will go down for 2-2 now. Also did strike out Cal Brazier in this past inning for his first strikeout of the game. Looking for number 2 here on Fairbrother. 2-2. Down in the dirt there. Good block there by Kasparowicz. And we'll see a full count here for Sabier up at the mound. Can Casey get it done here? Gets his signal, sets, and fires. Payoff pitch is shot towards right center field. That one going back for extra bases as well. Lead him. Can he get the man out over at third if he turns 3? He will. However, that cannon of Leadham's will not get in there. That'll be the first triple of the ball game coming from Andrew Fairbrother. Incredible hit there. He got all of that fastball. As good as Casey has looked here, that one was crushed towards right center field. Just went in between the gap over between the center fielder and right fielder. And took an awkward bounce over at the warning track as well. So that'll bring up Miles Pallister that came in here today. Hopefully can see the first K. So don't look too crazy. Now runner over at third in prime scoring position. And therefore strike number 1 on the outside edge. So 0-1 here to Pallister. So far off to a good start. Casey, 0-1. Well, it's like the same spot. They're going to call it ball, however. Maybe it was a little too high there. Now we'll see 1-1. I'm going to feel horrible if this guy doesn't even strike out once. Look like a fool. 1-1. Shoots that one up. And can Kasparowicz get to that one? Looks like the man up next in Andrew Stillinger got in the way of that one. Kasparowicz makes his way all the way into the opposing dugouts, try to get that one, and was unsuccessful. So now we'll see the 1-2. So 1 strike would strike out Pallister here, which would be very good for my earlier on prediction, and not make me look so crazy for changing it out for Cal Brazier, who has now had 2 strikeouts on the day. One more, he would have been the FHK man. So a reset here, 1-2. Casey sets and fires down below there, 2-2 now on that fastball. A lot of Casey's fastballs have been going down in the dirt, just releasing them a little late here, it seems like. Also, this will be the first time that the Power have scored since the first inning. 2-2. Shot back there. Fans got a little scared here. However, there is a wonderful net making sure they are protected here. Don't believe we've had someone hit here in the stadium in a while. Was kind of a fluky situation, just happened to be where the net wasn't on that outside there. 2-2 again. Shot straight towards Casey. Casey makes the play on his own with the F1 there. And Miles does not strike out. I feel terrible. However, first out here for Casey comes from Casey. So great job, Casey. Now we'll head back up to the top of the lineup in Andrew Stillinger. So far, 0-1 on the day with a walk. Did reach base twice over off the error from Caleb over at short. Infield coming in a bit here. They do not want the run to score in Fairbrother. Casey sets and fires. Does not show bunt. That one chopped down the first base line. So 0-1 to start here for Stillinger. So far through 2 batters faced, did just get 1 out himself here. And then Sabier did, unfortunately, in the 3-2 count, give up a triple to Fairbrother. 0-1. Slider inside there for strike number 2. Just sit the outside edge there. Incredible pitch there by Casey. Once again, his breaking balls have looked incredible today here so far. Hopefully can incorporate more of these into his game going into this one. 0-2. Outside there on that strike. Or on that fastball, I should say. 1-2 now. Also, looks like Fairweather's taking quite the lead over at third. Surprised they haven't tried to pick him off at least once. See if that's maybe the call here with an incredible fender like Lucas Lopez over at third. As that one is in there for strike number 3. 1, 2, 3. See you later, Stillinger. First strikeout of the game for him, and second of the day for Sabier up at the mountain. Casey looking great in this one, just besides that triple. That's his only hit that someone's had off of him. And now we'll see Zach Evans, who was 0 of 2 on the day with a flyout to Calabro and a groundout to Lopez over at third. Can this be the third man out of this inning? After having the leadoff triple, that one shot towards Leadham over at right field. Can Leadham get that one in? And the top of the fifth. He sure can. Dives for that one like he's Odell Beckham Jr. However, same thing with Odell. Both were caught. So that will end the top of the fifth there after the incredible play from Leadham. And great job there by Sabier not being effective with Fairbrother over at third, and he will be straighted there. Now heading into the bottom of the fifth. Stay tuned.
Looking for a dining experience that's out of this world? Cool answer. Introducing the New York National Guard, the elite force dedicated to protecting our great state and nation. Join the ranks of brave men and women who proudly serve as the backbone of our defense. Train alongside the best, gaining skills that will last a lifetime. When disaster strikes, the National Guard is there, providing critical support and relief to our communities. Our dedication knows no bounds. From foreign soil to local streets, the New York National Guard stands ready to face any challenge, defending freedom and preserving peace. The New York National Guard, where heroes are made. Thirsty for a perfect beverage? Look no further than Right Beverage, the premier destination for all your drink needs. With a vast selection of beers, wines, spirits, and more, they have something to satisfy every taste and occasion. At Right Beverage, they promote responsible consumption because they care about you and your community. So, quench your thirst with confidence. Choose Right Beverage, your trusted beverage partner. Visit their website or contact them at 585-502-0502 to explore exceptional selections of beverages. Are you an athlete looking for specialized sports medicine care? Look no further than Rochester Regional Health. We understand the importance of having access to top-notch orthopedic experts close to home. That's why they're proud to offer a comprehensive orthopedic sports medicine program right here in Batavia. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a skilled professional athlete, their team of skilled orthopedic specialists is here to help you overcome any sports-related injury or condition. They combine the latest advancements in orthopedics with a personalized approach to ensure you receive the highest quality of care.
Looks like a new pitcher out there on the mound so far for the Power. Now heading into the bottom of the fifth. So Zach Fike will end his day after 4. And we'll see Zach Johnson, another lefty, here for the Power. So far, 3 ERA on the season in his 5 games. None started. Also credited with 1 save. That was over Batavia, believe it or not, in that game June 6th. Only second win against us, first one for them on the season. And now his first man he'll face is Caleb Rodriguez, now up in the count, 0-2. So far in his 9 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 6 hits. Looks like a lot of our pitchers here for the Muckdogs. He swings through that one, 1, 2, 3. See you later, Caleb. 0-2 on the day now for Caleb. Now I'll head down to the man who is turns out the strike count was wrong. However, Caleb will swing through that one. And, well, 1, 2, 3. See you later, Caleb. Once again, and we'll come down to just 2 outs here to start the bottom of the 5th. Thank you to my good old stats man, John King. Couldn't appreciate you enough, buddy. And we'll now head to the man who is 1 of 1 on the day. In Rashad Robinson had the first extra base hit here, and this one, could he get another? Shows bunt there, does go through, so they'll say strike number 1. Not sure why Rashad wants to bunt. Just had an incredible rip in that bottom of the 3rd. Next one outside there for ball number 1. A-Ray's just trying to get into his head here. Is a brand new pitcher in Zach Johnson. As that one is hit towards right field, has to come in for that one, and looks like Powers will make the play there. Sorry, Strong will make the play there, playing for the Powers. Strong, Power, all relative, however. Now down to just 1 out here. We'll head over to the leadoff man, Josh Leadham. Now with just 1 out remaining. And our shot does move to 1-2 on the day. Johnson outside on that curveball. We'll start this one off 1-0. So both pitchers here today for the Power, both lefties and both named Zach. Who would have thought? 1-1 now, as that one is. Lands on top of the Dwyer Stadium here. And that one will have to be taken down tomorrow. Also, both Zachs spelled differently. Fike spelled Z-A-K. And Johnson, up right now, spelled Z-A-Z-H. I thought it was interesting. So now 1-2 here for Leadham. Johnson sets and fires. Just hit that one foul last second. Now we'll see the 1-2. Once again for Leadham so far on the day. 0 of 2, however, did score a run with the error from the man playing over at third in Vincent Moreau. 1-2 now. Curveball is shot up high to the center fielder here in Miles Pallister, and looks like actually Jackson Strong will come in and get that one. Did wave off Pallister. And back-to-back flyouts to the right fielder will end the 5th inning. So 3 up, 3 down to end this 5th inning. And we'll head over into the 6th inning shortly. Sun coming down early here today into a wire. Stay tuned. And after the 2 innings from Casey, that'll end his day here. Good job, Casey, going from 4 to 5. And now to start off the 6th inning, we will see Stephen Oates, number 55 for the Muckdogs, of course. So we'll see what Stephen can do here in this one. So far, 6.23 ERA on the season in his 4 1/3 innings pitched. Had 9 strikeouts, 8 walks, and 4 hits. That high ERA did come in that game against Elmira when he went 2 3/3 innings pitched with 3 runs. All 3 were earned with 5 walks and 5 strikeouts. Strikeout machine in Steven is averaging 2 an inning. Just incredible there. However, Steven's problem really hasn't come from people hitting off him or whatnot. It's just come from those wild pitches. Once he starts getting those together, his ERA will shoot right back down and show why he is such an incredible pitcher in this bullpen for the Muckdogs. Also does come out of Stillman College. And this past season over at Stillman for Oates, did see him have 28 1/3 innings pitched, 30 strikeouts, 2 2 in his 6 starts, only allowing 2 home runs. Probably won't allow a home run here, as switching to that wooden bat is never easy. Also will be a senior over at Stillman. Does also hail out of Mobile, Alabama. I believe the 2nd man out of Alabama in this lineup. Other one coming from Rashad Robinson. Rashad does come out of Mobile, Alabama as well. Who would have known? 2 guys from a small town in Alabama now making it big up in upstate Batavia. And now we'll start the bottom of the 6th. Stevens' first batter faced will be Jackson Strong. Jackson did make the final 2 outs of the bottom of the 5th against the Muckdogs. Maybe Steven can help them get a little bit of revenge here. First pitch for Steven is in there for strike number 1. Has just a vicious fastball on him. Stocking with Eaton the day after he did pitch. He says he just needs to rely on his breaking balls more and be confident in them because his fast stuff is there. 1-1 now. We'll see what Steven has learned these past couple days after not pitching since Elmira. 1-1. Swings through that one. So that one's tipped off, and we'll now head 1-2. So far, 3 pitches, 3 fastballs for Steven. Can we potentially see a new and improved breaking ball? 1-2. Down and the dirt there. Looked like more of a splitter there. And now we'll move to a 2-2 for Steven's first hitter today. Jackson so far in this one, 0 of 1 with a run scored off his walk. 2-2. Shoots that one towards first. Henry can't pick that one off, and that will be the first base hit here of the bottom or the top of the 6th, coming from Jackson. Now 1 of 2 on the day. However, Steven can get himself out of this one with some weak contact from Vincent Moreau, who has, no way to put it, a bad day. 2 flyouts, 1-2 are Curry in the first, and 1-2 lead him in the third. Now back up for the third time here today after being 0-2. Would not mind seeing him ground out into any kind of double play. And now Steven will face adversity with a man over on first. So that one is down there for ball number 1. Hate seeing those fastballs going to the dirt. I just get flashbacks from that Elmira game that we unfortunately did lose 3-1. Steven looking over at first. Sets and fires outside. Looks like a slider. They may have even been a fastball as well. 2-0. And now 2-0 here. Steven's got to find the strike zone too. We did see Casey unfazed the man at third. Hopefully the man at first will mean nothing to Steven. Down in the dirt again. He is just releasing these a little too late here. Now 3-0. Hopefully takes the free one down the middle. And we'll see that pitch shortly. Hasn't quite an exciting game here. A lot of fielding errors here in this one, believe it or not, have led to most of the runs so far for both teams. 3-0. They'll say that one is down, and he will take the 4-pitch walk. So Moreau will reach base for the first time here in this one. Now 2 runners on for the Power, and we'll see Steve Merkel up next. Looking very big Ray-esque now, as these 2 dominant pitchers have just had rough starts to both their outings. So now hopefully Steven can make something happen here against Steve Merkel. 0 of 1 on the day with a walk. Steven looking over at second, sets and fires. Both runners go, and that one gets away from Kasperowicz. Seeing those wild pitches again from Steven. You hate to see it. Still no outs here, and that takes away the double play. We could potentially see this Muckdogs lead now fade away faster than we thought, or at all. Muckdogs are looking good up until this point. Steven just got to lock in here and get these next 3 batters out by any means necessary. Steven's just got to get that confidence back up. No, just you're him, and you know what you can do up on that mound. Once again, in that do-rag and Muckdog cap combo, as that one hits him there. And that one will have Merkel come over to first base with the hit by pitch. So runners didn't even need to steal bases, and we might see the end of Steven here quickly if Coach Eaton deems he should come out. We'll see what happens shortly. However, I don't know what's happened to Steven so far. Had a first 2 great innings versus Elmira, and even before that, looked great against Jamestown. Don't even think that run should have been scored off of him. Or it wasn't an earned run, so that's probably why. But now finds himself in a very rough spot. 3 up, 3 on so far for Steven against a Power team that hasn't scored since the first inning. Casey, besides that leadoff triple from Fairbrother, had no trouble getting through that lineup. Steven's just been struggling here so far. Infield's still in, clearly bases loaded, and Stevens might have a hard time facing this one out. Will most likely give up some kind of run, just how the ball game goes. Bases loaded with no outs now facing Nick DiCarlo, who had the first 2 RBI of the day. As that fastball, once again, down for ball number 1. Ian's got to take him out. I'm sorry. He is just not looking his best today. And it happens to some of our pitchers here. Kinney's had his bad games. Ty Woods had his bad game. Pichardo's had his bad game. Once again, down in the dirt. Ball number 2. Just hurts to see some of these performances from these pitchers can just be so dominant, but haven't looked great here so far. Even with Big Ray, he always has those rough starts. Just happens to the best of us. 2-0. Down again in the dirt, 3-0. And Steven Oates can't buy his way into that strike zone right now. It's a shame to say. Can Steven find the strike zone here in the 3-0? They're going to say that's upstairs there. And another walk will tie up the ball game. Jackson Strong will walk on into home. And Merkel moves over to second, and Moreau moves over to third with that walk from Nick DiCarlo. Now up to 2 walks on the day. Still hasn't not got on base. 1 of 1 on the day. And that'll most likely end his day here. We'll see a new pitcher come out here shortly for the Muckdogs. Rough start here for Steven. Didn't even throw a third of an inning and already allowed a run. Reminds me of that first inning that Casey had against Elmira in their home opener, also our first game of the day, and that one will end Steven's day. Better luck next time, Steven. He's a good pitcher. He will be back better than ever. However, looks like we'll see 2 pitchers this 6th inning. Oates on one end and Thomas Blades on the other. Haven't seen Thomas since his outing in Newark, if I am correct there. We'll see what Blades can do here in this one. 11.57 ERA coming to this one. 2 1/3 innings pitched. Sorry, it was against Jamestown his last time up. And three strikeouts, 2 walks, and 3 hits. Also, the second man, or used to be third man in this University of Rochester team. Of course, Cooney now going to Ohio University. So he just remains now 1 of 2 with him and Leadham. Also does hit a lot of Charleston, West Virginia, and will be a senior, of course, at the University of Rochester. So we'll see what Thomas can do here. His past season at Rochester did see him have 8 appearances with 3 strikeouts and 2, also one of his most impressive games. 3 strikeouts and 2 innings versus St. Lawrence, and did strike out the side against Karn to win that game. Also throws a fastball, curveball, and changeup. So keeps it nice and simple there for Thomas. We'll see what Thomas can do now with bases loaded once again for the Power after the walk from DiCarlo. Does score in another runner. However, if there's a man you want to face first, it's this man up next, the designated hitter, Cal Brazier. 2 strikeouts on the day. So as Blades warms up, my stats guy is giving me not funny face. He's upset that I let these people down, potentially of Eli Fish, if Cal Brazier does strike out here. So still a fresh new inning here. Technically, as there still are no outs through the first 4 batters, 4 up, 4 on. And the Power may even extend their lead here if one of these hitters soon just hits a fly ball out there to either left center or right field, of course. And we'll see Thomas Blades' first appearance here, or I guess 4th on the season. Rips that one foul. So 0-1 to start here for Brazier. 2 more strikes would be his 3rd strikeout of the day. And I will feel like a horrible person. Also did have a last great time out. Only bad time so far this season was against Geneva, and we won that game. So can't even be mad at Thomas. 0-1 now. In the dirt there for ball number 1 on that breaking ball. And that one was a rough game. We were winning, I believe, 10-2 going into that inning. Then he allowed 4 runs, 3 which were earned, 3 hits, and 1 walk. But before those performances First game against Elmira, 1 inning pitched, only 1 walk in his 5 batters faced. And against Jamestown, we did lose that one, unfortunately. No walks, no hits or anything in his 3 batters faced. That one gets away from him. That one will score another run here for the Muckdogs. So wild pitches once again just creeping up on us. And the Power reclaim their lead here in the top of the 6th. Haven't had a lead since the 4th inning. Wow. Looks like a flip-flop game here now. Of course, as I give Thomas some credit, he leads up a run. So now runners in prime score position over at second and third as opposed to bases loaded as he shoots that one up high towards Kasperowitz behind the plate. Unfortunately, that one will go foul before he has a chance to get to that, and it's a wedgie. That one gets stuck in the net, and we'll see the 2-2 here shortly. Fans sitting in the stands are trying to get the ball out, and they do it. The crowd goes wild there, and we'll see the 2-2 here for Thomas to Brazier. Could we see strikeout number 3 here for Brazier, who could have been the Eli Fish came in of the game? Oh, God. Thomas runners on second and third. Sets and fires. Shot up. Rashad Robinson looks back for that one. Actually, Caleb Rodriguez will get that one for the first out of the inning. And I am saved by the bell. Thank you, Caleb. And thank you, Cal, for not swinging through that one and making me look like a terrible person. Now, down to just 2 outs here. Thomas off to a great start after the 2-2 count. Will now face Jeremy Galinsky, 0 of 2 on the day, with a strikeout and a flyout to Calabro over at center field. We'll see what Galinsky can do here. Swings through that one. 0-1 so far. Hasn't done much. Could potentially see another strikeout after that first swing. Not very promising. So 0-1 here for Thomas. Thomas sets and fires. Looked like that was in there for strike number 2. They'll say 1-1. So now 1-1 here. So 1-1 here. Thomas looks over at third. Sets and fires. Curveball just gets away from there. 2-1 now. So 2-1 now. Down in the dirt there. 3-1. So 3-1 here for Thomas. Next pitch does shoot that one towards Lopez over at third. Does make the play over to Henry over in time at first. So the Lopez-Daniels 5-3 ground out will be out number 2 here for the Power. And so far, Thomas has done a great job shutting down the momentum here for the Power, besides that one wild pitch there that did let up another runner in Moreau. So Merkel still over at third and DeCarlo over at second as we head to Andrew Fairbrother, 1 of 2 on the day with an extra base hit, a triple at that. Thomas sets and fires. Curveball almost gets away from Kasperowitz there again. 1-0 now. We got to stop hitting these balls into the dirt or throwing these balls into the dirt. It has been rough for us here today. 2 runs have scored off of wild pitches. Crowd getting fired up here for Thomas up at the mound. Runner still over on second and third. 1-0. Upstairs there. 2-0 now. Crowd giving him some support here. Thomas needs to end this so the Muckdogs can come back on offense and try to get back into this one now down 1 run. 2-0. Just a little too inside there. They'll say it's 3-0. Johnny Dog hates that call. And we'll see if Thomas Blades can get out of this one. Hopefully does not load the bases once again. Takes the free one down the middle. Thomas sets and fires down below there. They'll say that's a strike. Out of all the strikes they've called today, I am shocked they called that one. So 3-1 here. Thomas looks over at third. The 3-1. Shoots that one towards Leadham. Over in right field. Comes in for that one and does make the grab. And that one will end the inning. Thomas only allowing one technical run off the wild pitch, but did a great job closing this one out with runners over on second and third the entire time he was up at the mound. Now brings his Muckdogs back out to hit. Hopefully they can come back here in this one. Stay tuned.
Looking for a dining experience that's out of this world? Look no further than Alex's Place in Batavia, New York. Indulge your taste buds with the finest flavors in town, from their tender barbecue ribs to sizzling steaks cooked to perfection. Step into their welcoming atmosphere and let their friendly staff treat you like family. Whether it's a cozy dinner for two or a gathering of loved ones, they've got you covered. Thirsty? Well, their stocked bar serves up handcrafted cocktails, ice-cold brews, and extensive wine selection to perfectly complement your meal. Join them today and experience the taste sensation that keeps customers coming back for more. Are you ready for a thrilling experience that combines the excitement of horse racing with the allure of casino gaming? Look no further than Batavia Downs in Batavia, New York. Feel the thundering hooves and witness the adrenaline-pumping action of live harness racing at Batavia Downs. Join us in the grandstand as talented drivers and their magnificent horses compete for glory, creating unforgettable moments that will leave you on the edge of your seat. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Step into our vibrant casino where luck and fortune await. Join us today and immerse yourself in the electrifying atmosphere of Batavia Downs. Looking for a place where craft beer meets culinary delight? Look no further than Eli Fish Brewing Company in Batavia, New York. At Eli Fish, it's all about flavor. Their master brewers craft an exceptional selection of beers, from hoppy IPAs to smooth, rich stouts. And the kitchen is no slouch either. Indulge in their delectable menu featuring.
We'll start off this bottom of the sixth here with Lucas Lopez. Lucas so far on the day 0-2. So looking for his first hit here. As he swings through that one, 0-1 now, and we'll see inning number 2 here for Zach Johnson. Did do a great job his first time out versus the Muckdogs. Easy rips that one towards third base line. They'll say that one does go foul, however. Luther goes on the line that entire time, but just goes foul, unfortunately. Looks like the weather's starting to get pretty bad here. Fans starting to crowd towards me here in the cover. 0-2. Shoots that one back foul. And we'll see an 0-2 once again. Rain starting to come down here now. We have had a bad day all around here in Batavia so far, weather-wise, as it has been raining on and off constantly. Was starting to see the sun come out a little bit. However, that has not been the case as of recent. Hopefully, we're able to finish this one as we are heading towards the end of this one shortly. 0-2. Way outside there. Very lucky there was no one on base there, because that would have gone pretty far, at least for people around the bases. So 2-2 here now. Johnson does get that one in. However, that one is chopped foul by Lopez, and that one will go out there for the 2-2 once again. Strange at bat so far in the new not so wonderful weather we're having here. 2-2 again. Curveball just upstairs there. 3-2 now. And we'll see the first payoff pitch so far of this bottom of the sixth. Can Lopez be the first one on? Cannot. Strikeout there, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3. See you later, Lucas. Now 0 of 3 on the day. Just in a rough day overall for the Muckdogs hitting. Only 4 hits so far on the day. Sorry, 5 hits in the 3 runs. However, one of the people that did get one of those hits is the man up now, Anthony Calabro. We'll see what Anthony can do in this at-bat. As he swings through that one, 0-1. Was recently just announced that he will be playing at UCF this next year, moving from the D2 to D1 level. For a good reason, was a D2 Player of the Year candidate as he shoots that one off his foot there, 0-2, with some incredible numbers to back it up from this past season at the University of West Georgia. 419 batting average, 744 slugging percentage, 14 home runs, 55 runs batted in, and a 502 on-base percentage as he swings to that one, 1, 2, 3. See you later, Calabro. So now 1 of 3 on the day with back-to-back strikeouts here for Johnson. Now up to 3 strikeouts in these past 2 innings. Hopefully, Adam Agressi does not do the same here, as he has had an incredible day so far. This young kid just keeps doing bigger and better things. 2-2 on the day with an extra base hit. First pitch, curveball upstairs there for ball number 1. Agressi so far the only Muckdog with a perfect day so far. Hopefully I have not jinxed him. He shoots that one back foul. 1-1 now. Was the most recent man to score for the Muckdogs. Did happen in that 4th inning. Giuseppe was the second man to get a double in that one, and it ended up scoring Agressi. Next pitch is ripped towards left field. Looks like he's going to come in for that one, and that one will land. So Agressi moves to 3-3 on the day. This kid is special. St. John's got them a good one. Crowd getting fired up here now for the big man, Henry Daniels. Big country. 0 of 2 on the day, however. Daniels due for a hit in this one. Batting .226 coming into this one in his 53 at-bats. 6 runs batted in, 6 walks, and 12 strikeouts. As that one is shot right towards the third baseman to end that one there. Was able to field at that time, wasn't able to in that 3rd inning. So great job there by Vincent Moreau. However, that one will end the inning there, and unfortunately, Agressi's hit will mean nothing in the run column as we head to the 7th inning for this final stretch of innings here. Stay tuned. fifth pitcher coming in for this top of the seventh for the Muckdogs, and the man out of Lafayette College, Trace Florio. So that'll end Thomas's day after pitching the full inning technically. And now we'll see what the future sophomore can do. In his first inning, or his first season of collegiate baseball, had a 7.75 ERA in his 36 innings pitched. Throws a four-seam, two-seam changeup, and a curveball, max velocity around 89 miles per hour for the man out of Norwalk, Connecticut. Trace unfortunately did give up a home run last time out against the Newark Pilots. We did win that one, so not too much of a worry there. Still sitting at a 2.7 ERA on the season. 3 games, no starts, 3 1/3 innings pitched. So usually pitches around an inning. 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 2 hits. That one is hit right towards Trace there, and that one may end his day already. Is that one ripped towards his ankle, unfortunately. I really hope Trace is okay. And it looks like after taking a rough one to the ankle, Trace will stay out there. So great job, Trace, fighting through that one. And we'll head back up to the top of the lineup in Andrew Stillinger. 0-2 on the day with a walk, and also did reach base off an error from Caleb. And now Miles Pallister, who I had for the K-Man of the day, gets his first base hit and has not struck out once. I need to get better at this. Swings through that one there. Incredible breaking ball there from Trace on that changeup. So we'll start this one 0-1. That poor fastball has been getting Trace into some trouble. Did, unfortunately, have his first home run hit off against him, and one just hit him in the ankle. Pickoff attempt over at first, not there in time, and we'll start with the 0-1 once again to number 30, Andrew Sillinger, playing over at second today for the Niagara Power. Stillinger will be a freshman at Niagara County Community College. As he rips that one towards center field. Anthony does come in for that one. Can he get it over to first in time? He'll elect just to keep it there. And now we have 1 out, 2 remaining here for the Niagara Power. Trace back on track. Now we'll face Zach Evans. Zach so far on the day, 0 of 3. He has seen better days. Surprised we haven't seen more from Zach in this one. One of the stronger hitters on this Power team. 373 batting average coming into this one. Most at-bats on the team as well. 4 runs batted and 7 walks to just 3 strikeouts. However, strike number 1 is the call there for Trace. And also, rain looks like it has stopped here. 0-1. Rips that one towards lead him over and right. He looks like he's under that one, and that will be out number 2 for Trace. Once again, that man over on first not meaning anything to him. Now down to just 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Muckdogs need to get back here on offense and try to come back in this one. Would bring us to a 6-game win streak and keep us in first place. Strike 1 there on that fastball. We'll start this one 0-1 to Jackson Strong. So back-to-back flyouts so far. 1 to Calabro, 1 to Leadham. And now we'll see Jackson Strong, who is 1 of 2 on the day. 2 runs scored off a walk and a hit, and did fly out to Rashad in the 3rd inning. Now 1 of 1 here. Also has played a great right field today. Has made no errors out there. However, we'll see what we can do here in the lefty-lefty matchup. Rips that one straight towards Giuseppe. Our Curry to Daniels makes the play in time. And the 4-3 ground out will make him 2-2 on the day and bring up the Muckdogs shortly. Anyone's ball game still, and we're heading into the witching hours of this one. Stay tuned. Bottom of the 7th to start here with Juice Giuseppe R. Curry. So far on the day, just 1 of 2. See what Giuseppe can do here in this one. So I was in there for strike number 1. Giuseppe thought he had the ball there. Saw the juice slot there. Unfortunately, 0-1 to start here for Juice. No sights of any sun here now, as that one is ripped towards center field. He's still going back for that one, and is not able to make the play. That one hand to the warning track. Giuseppe may even turn 3 here. He will turn 3, and looks like he'll stay over at 3rd and slide in there, get right back up. Very Trey Turner-esque, and get in there for the lead-off triple. Incredible there by Giuseppe, getting all of that ball, showing off that juice strength there. 0-1 meant nothing to him. He thought he had the ball and made the ump pay there. Now finds himself over at 3rd, but one of the hottest hitters for the Muckdogs up next. Not so much in this one. 0 of 2 on the day with a flyout and a strikeout. Matt Steffen is almost upstairs there for ball number 1. Inning number 3 here for Zach Johnson as well. May see him even come out as Giuseppe almost took him yard. 0-1. Oof. Surprised he didn't go for that one. Looked like the breaking ball got all the strike zone there. 1-1 now here for Stefano. And our Curry wants to get back in this one clearly is the tying run. Curveball once again in there for strike number 2. Crowd not a fan of that one. Now 1-2 here for Stefano. Can't remember the last time I saw a game where he didn't have a hit. 1-2. Outside there by a mile. 2-2 now. And Johnson so far making well with this Muckdogs lineup. Obviously besides the hit from Giuseppe. Rips that one towards first base. However, that one will stay in the air for the flyout. Great job there by Steve Merkel getting all of that one. And now we'll see Zach Kasperwitz come in once again for the 3rd time. So far in this one, both grounded out to first base. Hopefully can change that here with Giuseppe over at 3rd. In prime scoring position. And desperately needs to get home. You don't want to be at the power in. Leave him in over at 3rd stranded. Last time that happened was a leadoff triple to Casey. That was in that 5th inning. And Fairbrother could not get home after the leadoff triple. 1-0 here. Zach showing bunt here. 1-0. Upstairs there. Immediately comes up for that one. And Jeremy Galinsky will now go into the 2-0 count behind the plate. Crowd getting fired up here for Kasperwitz needing his first hit of the day here. Someone almost hits him. 3-0 now. Would not mind runners on the corners. However, that would set up the potential double play for Caleb Rodriguez up next, who is 0 of 2 on the day, just like Kasperwitz. 3-0. Outside there, or inside there, a little too much, and the 4-pitch walk gets Kasperwitz on base for the first time here today. That was the first walk of the day for the Muckdogs. Coming in the 7th inning. Wow. And now we'll see Caleb Rodriguez 0 of 2 on the day is the hitman of today's game for the Tully's hitman and needs a hit here. Whole team having a little talk there up at the mound besides the outfielders, and we'll come back to this one shortly. Caleb desperately needs a hit here. Would tie the game winning run over at first in Kasperwitz, and we'll see what he can do here in this one. Rodriguez so far on season batting .259, pretty much on par with what he did last season, batting .254. 6 runs batted in, 6 walks to 4 strikeouts. Also caught stealing 3 times on the season. Not the best look there for Caleb. Also does come out of Keene State, so we'll read you some of his stats here from this past season there. .331 batting average with a .372 slugging. That one is in there for strike number 1 on that fastball. Also, Rodriguez had a .434 on-base percentage this past season at Keene University. 0-1. Zach goes. Bunt attempt does not get down in time, and he finds himself in the 0-2 now. Would have been a great time to bunt, unfortunately. Could not get it down. Speaking of great bunts, the best bunter I've seen on the team so far, Giuseppe R. Curry. Just gets incredible placement down that third base line, gets it to where the pitcher and catcher have to run for it. Third baseman can't even get to it, and has gone on base, I believe, 3 times successfully off those sac bunts. Or not so much a sacrifice if he's getting on base. Also, last summer, Caleb had a .254 batting average, .451 on-base percentage, and a .739 on-base slugging for the Muckdogs. So second year back here, one of the longer tenured Muckdogs. We had a couple 3 years in Pichardo and Bacon. 1-2. Upstairs there, 2-2 now. At the headline of Rodriguez there. So he stays in this one. Still 1 out here. Next man up would be Rashad Robinson, 1 of 2 on the day with an extra base hit, a double at that. A lot of extra base hits here for the Muckdogs, I believe 4 total on the day. Johnson, curveball just upstairs there. Great eye there by Caleb. Not trying to go for that one. 3-2 now. bad. One from Agresti, one from Arcuri, and one from Rashad. Sorry, two from Arcuri. 2 extra base hit game. Him and Agresti have just been killing it. The payoff pitch. Shoots that one foul. We'll see another payoff pitch here shortly. Crowd cheering on Caleb here behind now. Up at bat in the 3-2 once again. Fog starting to come up here, and this could start a big rally here for the Muckdogs. Johnson sets and fires. Checks that one foul again. Looks like that was almost in there for a strike, so good job there by Caleb staying with that one. That one had gone for a ball. Could have been a little disappointing as bases could have been loaded for Rashad Robinson. However, we'll stay in the 3-2 once again. Zach trying to fake out Johnson over there at the mound. 3-2 again. Upstairs there. Great check by Caleb, and he will draw the walk. Incredible at-bat there for Caleb, staying in that one the entire way through and not giving up. So first time on base is well rewarded there for Caleb. Still one out here. Inning could end at any given time, unfortunately. However, we'll see if Rashad Robinson can help any of these Muckdogs get home. Then after this, it would be the leadoff man, Josh Leadham, 0 of 3 on the day. Just coming to a rough part of this lineup for the Muckdogs that haven't been hitting the ball too well here today. Can Rashad be the 1-2? Get the scoring going here for the Muckdogs. Still a 3-4 ball game with bases loaded. Casper was now sitting over at second after the back-to-back walks. First pitch. Upstairs there for ball number 1. If there's a man I trust in the situation, it's Rashad. He knows how to get that count high up and get the pitcher to get him to walk. For as many as at-bats as he has on the season, he draws those walks like no other. Second on the team with Adam Agresti in walks drawn and has 10 less at-bats. Upstairs there. Over Rashad's head, standing at 5'11". Now 2-0 here. Maybe 5'10", not too sure. However, heart over height here for Rashad, even though 5'10" is tall in its own case. Johnson in the 2-0. Bases loaded. Sets and fires that one in there for strike number 1 on that inside edge there. Maybe even a little more than that. Now 2-1 here for Rashad. Hasn't even had to swing so far. Can Rashad get it done here? Johnson gets ready, sets and fires. Curveball just hits the edge there. Crowd hates that call. Now we'll see the 2-2. This one is getting close. So far, 4 pitches. Rashad has not swung at any of the 2 balls or so-called strikes. Bases are loaded. 2-2. Swings through that one. And we're down to just 1 out here, coming up to the top of the lineup in Josh Leadham. Rashad's first strikeout of the day does come at a very unfortunate time for the Muckdogs, as they desperately needed a run here, as they are down 3-4 in this one, and don't want to leave bases loaded stranded here, Josh. If there's a time to get a hit, it's now. Has reached base off an error from Moreau over at third. Swings through that one there, however. 0-1 now. And Josh, there's any time to get a base hit on your own terms, it's now. So far, 0-3 on the day. Our first 2 hitters, 0-3 on the day, with him and Lucas. Lucas obviously coming up next. Outside there on that fastball. 1-1 now. Just over the outside edge there. Rodriguez at first. Kasperowitz at second. Giuseppe still at third after leading off this inning with a triple. 1-1. Rips that one towards the third base line. Goes foul, unfortunately. 1-2 now. Now Josh down in the count. Could potentially be the last batter here unless he has something to say for it. Can Josh do it here with all the pressure? Lights beaming down on him at Dwyer Stadium. Time now 8:50. Johnson upstairs there. They'll say he doesn't go through, and we'll head to the 2-2 count. Almost looked like he did go through there. Thankfully, drew that one back in time. 2-2 now here for Leadham, with maybe the widest baseball stance on the team, or batting stance, I should say. This is baseball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Upstairs again. Great eye there by Josh. And we are in a full count here. Bottom of the 7th. Bases loaded here for the Muckdogs. Down by 1. Winning run over at second. Tying run over at third in Giuseppe. Josh has done a great job getting back here in this count after being down 2-1. Johnson, payoff pitch. Upstairs. And a run will score for the Muckdogs. Josh Leadham draws the walk. 3rd walk of this inning for the Muckdogs. Didn't even see a walk through the first 6 innings. Have seen 3 here so far, coming off the backs of Kasperowitz, Caleb Rodriguez, and now Josh Leadham. Now Lucas Lopez will see bases loaded. Winning run over at third. Now in Zach Kasperowitz. Caleb moves over to second, and Leadham is now at first. Curveball in there for strike number 1. Just hit the bottom of the zone there. Lopez so far 0 of 3 on the day. Caleb, if there's time to get on base, it's now. So far, did fly out to third, grounded out to third, and struck out. Is that when it's hit towards center field, and that will be the final out of the inning. However, Muckdogs don't come away empty. They tie this one up. Unfortunately, did leave bases loaded. Could have seen a few more hits. And now Lucas Lopez moves to 0-4 on the day. Unlucky there. And the flyout too. Miles Pallister will end it here. And we'll start off the next inning with the leadoff man for the Power in Stillinger. We'll see if Trace comes out for the next inning. He does. And now, can Trace get us through another clean inning and potentially set up the Muckdogs to win the ball game in the 8th inning? Stay tuned.
Looking for a dining experience that's out of this world? Look no further than Alex's Place in Batavia, New York. Indulge your taste buds with the finest flavors in town, from their tender barbecue ribs to sizzling steaks cooked to perfection. Step into their welcoming atmosphere and let their friendly staff treat you like family. Whether it's a cozy dinner for 2 or a gathering of loved ones, they've got you covered. Thirsty? Well, their stocked bar serves up handcrafted cocktails, ice-cold brews, and extensive wine selection to perfectly complement your meal. Join them today and experience the taste sensation that keeps customers coming back for more. Are you ready for a thrilling experience that combines the excitement of horse racing with the allure of casino gaming? Look no further than Batavia Downs in Batavia, New York. Feel the thundering hooves and witness the adrenaline-pumping action of live harness racing at Batavia Downs. Join us in the grandstand as talented drivers and their magnificent horses compete for glory, creating unforgettable moments that will leave you on the edge of your seat. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Step into our vibrant casino where luck and fortune await. Join us today and immerse yourself in the electrifying atmosphere of Batavia Downs. Looking for a place where craft beer meets culinary delight? Look no further than Eli Fish Brewing Company in Batavia, New York. At Eli Fish, it's all about flavor. Their master brewers craft an exceptional selection of beers, from hoppy IPAs to smooth, rich stouts. And the kitchen is no slouch either. Indulge in their delectable menu featuring mouth-watering burgers, tantalizing sandwiches, and fresh, crisp salads. So whether you're a craft beer enthusiast or a food lover searching for a new favorite spot, make Eli Fish Brewing Company your next destination. Discover the perfect blend of flavors, community, and unforgettable moments. At Tompkins Community Bank, they believe in more than just banking. They believe in building relationships. Step into a world where you're more than just a number. Experience the personalized service and genuine care that...
Top of the 8th to start here with Trey Floyer once again back up at the mound for inning number 2. Haven't seen anyone go more than 2 innings since Casey Sabier pitched innings 4 and 5, if I am not mistaken. And we'll now head into the 1-0 count to Vincent Moreau. We can thank Vincent for helping us with those first runs coming from Rashad Robinson, as he did have an error over at third here today. 1-1 now. 1-1, just down below there. 2-1 now for Moreau. Did score off of a walk in that inning that Stephen Oates did pitch. Was an unfortunate one there for Stephen. However, we've moved past that now. into a 4-4 ball game in their first strike there. 2-2 now. So Moreau 0 of 2 on the day with a flyout to Giuseppe in the first and lead him in the third. Did walk in that last inning in the sixth, or last time up, I should say. Sun nowhere to be seen here. Usually don't see the sun come down till around now. Fascinating time up here in Batavia. 2-2. Curveball is in there for strike number 3. 1, 2, 3. See you later. Vincent was due for a strikeout, hadn't struck out yet, and just happened to go against a flaming hot Trace Florio, who is not letting that ball to the ankle make anything of what's going on up there at the mound. And now Steve Merkel will come up next. 0-1 on the day with a walk and a hit by a pitch. That one is in there for strike number 1. Looks like that two-seamer just hit the outside edge there. And Trace is looking red hot here now. 0-1. Just down below there. Ball 1. Hopefully I didn't jinx him. I did knock on wood as I was saying it. Starting to get better at that as I have, unfortunately, jinxed a few of the players here so far this season. Shoots that one foul. See the 1-2 count. Could we see back-to-back strikeouts here for Trace and see strikeout number 2 for him on the day? That would be crucial. Trace now pitcher number 5 in this one. Just down below there on that breaking ball. 2-2 now. My theory is if the Muckdogs do take the lead in the bottom of the 8th, we'll see a brand new pitcher in the 9th inning. Upstairs there, 3-2 now, full count. Most likely in our closer, Trey Bacon, who was up to 5 saves on the season, also was credited with the win a few days ago. 2-2. Rips that one towards the third base line. However, that one will go foul. And Trey would be looking for save number 6. I'm already pulling up Trey's stats. I'm manifesting the Muckdogs, that the Muckdogs do take it in this bottom of the 8th. Payoff pitch is bloop towards Giuseppe. He can't make the play out there. Just couldn't jump in time for that one. That 5'9" height, unfortunately, getting to Giuseppe there. And that'll be the first man on this inning for the Niagara Power. Unfortunately there from Giuseppe. Almost had that. Looked pretty similar to the play over at first from Henry Daniel not too long ago. Also couldn't make the play out there. And now we'll see Nick DiCarlo up for the 4th time here. So far, perfect on the day, as that one is inside there for ball number 1. Drawn 2 walks so far and did have the 2 RBI single in that first inning, scoring the first 2 runs for the Power. Can Nick get it done here again? Looks like that one will stay fair. Incredible throw there from Lopez over to Daniels. That was not an easy play to make. Went all the way over the base. However, that did not stop Lucas there. Hasn't had the best day hitting up to his standards, of course, but in the field has looked incredible here today to get a fire-hot Nick DiCarlo out for the first time and sit him down. Also, great job by Daniels being ready for that one. Now 2 outs here. Just down to 1 here in the top of the 8th. Cal Brazier up next. 2 strikeouts on the day, including a flyout to Caleb. However, still runner in scoring position over at second. And Steve Merkel, as he did move over, as I did not say that earlier, 0-1 now. Hopefully will not matter. We can see Cal Brazier ground out or fly out. If he gets strikeout, I'll be very sad. Trace looks over at second, sets and fires. Rips that one towards the third base line again. Lucas able to make the play again. Can he get over to Daniels in time? Cannot. Just a little too low on that throw. And now runners will be on the corners in Brazier and Steve Merkel. Still just 1 out remaining here. Did not strike out 3 times, so I'm not the bad guy here, thankfully. And we'll see Jeremy Glinski up now 0 of 3 on the day with a strikeout. Fly out to Calabro in the 4th, and in the 6th did ground out to Lucas. Can Trace get it done here? He'll have a talk with Trace out there. I would be shocked if they took out Trace here in the situation. Looks like they are. I guess back-to-back rips down the third base line. We'll do it here for Florio. And we'll see pitcher number 6 come on up for the Muckdogs in this ball game. To the first 3 innings, you saw Big Ray. Then through 4 and 5, you saw Casey. Through the first part of the 6th inning, you saw Steven Oates to finish that one out. You saw Thomas Blades. Through this 1 2/3 innings pitched, you saw Trace Florio. And now to get the final out here with runners on the corners in Brazier and Merkel, you will see. Looks like Garrett Beaver, number 15 for the Muckdogs. Garrett Beaver, one of the best sidearms I've ever seen. 1 win, no losses on the season. 0 ERA in his 4 games, none which were started. Also was credited with the save against Newark. Did have a man on 3rd and 2nd and closed that one out with a flyout. So got to give props to Garrett. He knows how to close these ones out, especially with runners on base. So far on the season, 5 1/3 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, and just 4 hits so far for Beaver. And we'll see what the sidearm man can do here against Galinsky. 0 of 3 on the day. If there's a pitcher or there's a hitter you want to go against first, it's Galinsky. Also, Garrett coming out of Salisbury University will be a sophomore there. Also does hail out of Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. This last collegiate season had a 2.79 ERA, a 1.03 WHIP, and had 9 2/3 innings of relief work. So we'll see what Beaver can do here now. Just 1 out needed, playing that Ryan Kinney role, getting 1 batter face and getting 1 out would be crucial here. However, if the Muckdogs score, I think they'll keep him out here for another inning. Maybe even give him save number 2. However, the no closer around Batavia has been Trey Bacon, up to 5 saves now on the season. We'll see what change they decide to make, and Kasparowicz does jog behind the plate once again to hopefully close out this top of the 8th. Now around the 2-hour 30 mark of this game. I've seen some stretches where innings fly by. That one hits him there for the first pitch. Now bases loaded for Fairbrother, who's 1 of 3 on the day with an extra base hit. Second hit by pitch of the day. The first one did come against Steve Merkel, who was over on 3rd. Not what you want to see there. Brazier moves over to 2nd. Now bases loaded with Fairbrother. 1 of 3 on the day. Had a leadoff triple in that 5th inning against Casey. Did not make it home, however. We'll see if Fairbrother can be the hero here for the Power. Beaver gets his signal, gets the nod, looks over at 3rd, sets, and fires that one down for ball number 1. It's hard to tell what some of these pitchers are as they all come in from the side. We'll do my best educated guess. But now it's not about that. It's about whether or not Beaver can end this top of the 8th. Strike 1 is the call there. 1-1 now for Fairbrother. Could potentially be looking for revenge here against the Muckdogs. Did pitch against us and was rather horrific, if I do say so myself. Beaver just down below there. Ball number 2. And Fairbrother, so far this season, has only pitched 1 game, and it was that start against the Muckdogs where he had a 27 ERA going to that one. Had 4 hits off of him. Sorry, 2 hits, 3 runs, which were all earned in his 1 inning pitch in that first inning. as he shoots that one up high to Rashad Robinson over at left field. Oh, almost lost track of it there. However, with that athleticism and speed there, was able to catch up to it. That would have been the worst time to have an error. Thankfully, having that basketball and baseball and just overall athletic background, did also play football until his sophomore year, makes the play there. Great job there by Rashad on that recovery. Almost allowed 3 runs off that error, but still a 4-4 ball game going into the bottom of the 8th. Muckdogs now down to just 2 attempts left to win this ball game. And we'll see that shortly. Starting off with Anthony Calabro. Stay tuned.
Looking, but it doesn't stop there. We're invested in communities we serve, supporting local businesses, and making a difference where it matters most. Join the Tompkins community family and discover a bank that treats you like a neighbor. When duty calls, who will answer? Introducing the New York National Guard, the elite force dedicated to protecting our great state and nation. Join the ranks of brave men and women who proudly serve as the backbone of our defense. Train alongside the best, gaining skills that will last a lifetime. When disaster strikes, the National Guard is there, providing critical support and relief to our communities. Our dedication knows no bounds. From foreign soil to local streets, the New York National Guard stands ready to face any challenge, defending freedom and preserving peace. The New York National Guard, where heroes are made. Thirsty for a perfect beverage? Look no further than Right Beverage, the premier destination for all your drink needs. With a vast selection of beers, wines, spirits, and more, they have something to satisfy every taste and occasion. At Right Beverage, they promote responsible consumption because they care about you and your community. So, quench your thirst with confidence. Choose Right Beverage, your trusted beverage partner. Visit their website or contact them at 585-502-0502 to explore exceptional selections of beverages. Are you an athlete looking for specialized sports medicine care? Look no further than Rochester Regional Health. We understand the importance of having access to top-notch orthopedic experts close to home. That's why they're proud to offer a comprehensive orthopedic sports medicine program right here in Batavia. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a skilled professional athlete, their team of skilled orthopedic specialists is here to help you overcome any sports-related injury or condition. They combine the latest advancements in orthopedics with a personalized approach to ensure you receive the highest quality of care.
So new pitcher here in the bottom of the 8th for the Niagara Power in Jacob Smith. So far in this PGCBL 2023 season, 0-1 with a 23.26 ERA. 3 games, 1 started. So far, only 2 2/3 innings pitched, 1 strikeout, 5 walks, and 3 hits. Looks very Fairbrother-like, if you ask me. So, all those runs did come against Jamestown on June 7th when he was credited with a loss there in the 3-10 loss. Had just 1/3 of a recorded inning pitched, with he had 5 runs, which are all earned off 2 hits and 3 walks in his 8 batters faced. Not what you want to see there. Had an ERA that can't even be tracked by point streak. However, has been making up for it, as he is now down to a 23.63 ERA. His last 2 times out got down to a 47, then to a 23. And now can even lower it even more, coming against Calabro, Agressi, and Daniels. We'll see them have a little talk out here now. So, we'll see what Jacob Smith can do in his 4th game so far this season. Now Calabro up for the 3rd time here today. So far on the day, 1 of 3 with the first base hit for the Muckdogs in that first inning. Then the 3rd did fly out to the right fielder in Jackson Strong. Then did strike out to Zach Johnson. And now we'll see what Jacob Smith, with probably the most basic name I've ever heard in my life, does next. It's like a random name generator type name right there. Because that one's in there for ball number 1. Also, the first pitcher here, not to be named Zach, for the Power. 1-0 is shot back foul. 1-1 now. Calabro also is moving up to the Division I level this next spring season, collegiate season that is, for the University of Central Florida. 1-1 is swung through there. Looks like he tipped that one off. 1-2 now. So he's back home, and his home state does come out of St. John's, Florida, and has been playing baseball at the University of West Georgia. So Smith in the 1-2 sets and fires. That one shot back again. We'll see another 1-2 count here. Anthony staying in this one. It would be crucial for the Muckdogs to come back here in this one, as they are on a 6-game win streak. Now see themselves with an opportunity with some of their best hitters up next in Calabro, Ogressi, Daniels, and Curry. 1-2. Upstairs there. Almost hit him. 2-2 now. Sun nowhere to be found now whatsoever. Down to a time of 9-12. The 2-2 from Smith is shot off Anthony again. You gotta stop hitting yourself, especially if you're getting hit by so many pitches. 6 on the season, tied with Leadham. This poor guy. Also, him and Leadham share a few statistical categories, including that they both have the only 2 home runs so far this season for the Muckdogs. 2-2. Down below there, 3-2 now. And Anthony works the full count here for Jacob Smith's first batter face today. Can Anthony be the first man on base and draw the 4th walk here for the Muckdogs? Saw all 3 last inning in the bottom of the 7th. Payoff pitch. Down below there in the dirt. And Calabro will draw walk number 4. Incredible job there by Anthony. Fighting back in that one, down 1-2. Then getting all the way to ball number 4. We have been fighting. And now, the man that has been perfect here today. Base hit, and an extra base hit coming in that 4th inning when he did score off of Curry's extra base hit. Adam Ogressi, designated hitter today. And he has done his job, as the position says. Designated hitter. He has hit the ball every single time he's been up. 3 of 3 on the day. Anthony goes, and that one hits him. Ogressi taking that one like a champ. And now, 2 runners on here for the Muckdogs. And Ogressi, one of the bigger guys on the team at 6'3", 225. Ate that one like a champ. Great job there, Ogressi. First hit by pitch against the Muckdogs today. And now we'll see the big man, Henry Daniels, up next in his first lefty-righty matchup tonight. And now, Calabro stands over at second and Ogressi over at first. Winning run at second. All it would take is a base hit from Henry to most likely scorer Anthony, who is so quick around that base path. Smith in quite the pickle here. So far, 2 up, 2 on. First pitch shows bunt there. Strike 1 is the call for Daniels. Also, Kyle Hetherington will come up and be the pinch runner for Ogressi over at first. So great job there from Ogressi. 3 of 3 on the day with a hit by pitch. Daniels fouls that one off. Now, 1-1. Sorry, the first pitch was a foul. It was a ball, not a strike. And now we'll see the 1-1 here for Daniels. So far, 0-3 in this one with 2 groundouts and a flyout. Looks over at second. Smith sets and fires that one outside. 2-1 now. Sorry, it was a strikeout, or was a strike. Gotta stop trusting that scoreboard. Gotta stay true to myself. 1-2 now for Daniels. First righty he's seen all day. A little more is what he likes, as he is a lefty. Smith looks over at second. Anthony fakes him out there. In the dirt there. Doesn't clip the inside corner there. And we'll see a 2-2 now for Henry. So former teammates in Calabro and Daniels both working the count here. Or maybe Daniels follows him to UCF. Will be quite the story there. 2-2. Swings through that one. 1-2-3. See you later. And now the inning can end at any given time as the double play is in order. However, if there's a man you want with runners on and the game on the line. Giuseppe is that man here today. 2 extra base hits for his 2 hits today. Did also fly out to Stillinger over at second. However, that was his first at-bat. Last 2 ones he has been red hot. Upstairs there, Juice Slide Beans. Ball number 1. Giuseppe on fire here, and we'll get that average up even more when it is setting pretty at 298. So he'll be over 300 by tomorrow, statistically. 1-0 here for Giuseppe. Calabro goes, and that one is hit towards shallow, and that will end the inning. Looks like that one went a little further than a little shorter than I expected. And the double play there ends the inning. Now up to the final inning of baseball here. Not too sure what just happened there. Luckily that one was hit more towards shallow center field. I guess the shortstop just did a good job of backing up on that one. And Zach Evans had to do something today. 0 of 4 now on the day. And, of course, the one time our Curry doesn't get a base hit, it's when they need the run the most. So we'll head in to the final inning, all tied up here 4-4. And I hopefully have a chance to call the second winner for the Muckdogs going into the 9th inning. Last time, the walk-off was off. It was, of course I can't think now. Wild pitch. Hopefully can get more of a exciting one here for you guys at home. For those that have been tuning in for the entire game. Now up to 67 viewers on the stream. Hopefully everyone at home is doing well, winding down their nights with some Batavia Muckdogs baseball. Now seeing the final inning here. For those of you who have stuck around, you know how back and forth this game has been. Niagara started off with the lead 2-0. Muckdogs tied it up in that 3rd inning. They made it a 2-2 ball game. Then in the bottom of the 4th, with that Giuseppe Arcuri double, Gracie scores after his leadoff double, which brought it to a 3-2 ball game. Then Steven Oates did come in that top of the 6th, did allow a run off a walk. Then it was the wild pitch from Thomas Blades that came in and scored runner number 4. Now we are all tied up here after Giuseppe does score after his leadoff triple in that bottom of the 7th from the walk from Josh Leadham as bases were loaded, as Zach Asperowitz and Caleb Rodriguez did load the bases. And that's who we have got to our 4-4 ball game here. Now we see Garrett Beaver coming out for his most likely first full inning. That was my prediction. If the Muckdogs did not score, they would bring Beaver out for the next inning. If they did, one of us most likely saw Trey Bacon. So, we'll see what Beaver can do here now. So now up to pitcher number 6 on the day. Beaver being 6, Florio being 5, then 4 being Thomas, 3 being Steven, 2 being Casey. And the hit-by-pitch will start off this inning to Miles Pallister, his 2nd time getting on base after the base hit in the bottom of the top of 7th. And now Stillinger will start this one with a runner on first, back up to the top of the lineup, back up for his 5th time at bat. So far in this one, 0 of 4, getting on base twice with an error from Caleb, and the walk in the 1st inning, where he did score the 1st run for the Power. 1-0 here, however, for Garrett. And then, of course, this game did start off with Big Ray Ronaldo Yusuf. Bunt attempt does go foul here. They knew it was coming. They want to get Miles around this base path as much as possible. However, they're coming to a shaky part of the lineup. Stillinger hasn't recorded a base hit, neither has Zach Evans, and the double play also in order with Miles at first. Beaver, bunt attempt, dribble down straight to Beaver, and he'll make the easy play over to first. Elected not to go second there, so the fielder's choice, 1-3. We'll start this one off. Now down to just 2 outs here. Now Zach Evans with the opportunity to take this ball game, as he is 0-4 on the day. Some say he's due for a hit. I say he'll probably fly out again to the outfield, as he has done that 3 times here today, with a ground out sneaking in there in that top of the third to Lucas Lopez. And Garrett now with a runner in scoring position over at second. That is the winning run. Inside there for strike number 1. Guess hits that bottom corner there on the outside. Now 2 strikeouts left here in this one. Beaver looks back at second. Sets and fires. That one ripped down the third base line. However, thankfully goes foul last second. That could have been a rough one there. Don't know if Rashad would have been able to get that one to home before Miles had anything to say about it. So now we move 0-2 and don't have to worry about it. Oh and 2 here now for Garrett. Can he get the very needed strikeout? And his first one on the day. Garrett sets and fires outside there. That one gets away from Kasperowicz. And it looks like Miles will now head over to third. Also, double play will now not end the inning, of course, or it will. If it does happen, however, is pretty out of the ordinary. So 1-2 now. Garrett looks over at third. That one ripped towards first base. That one gets through. And the Power will take the lead in the top of the 9th to potentially end the 5-game winning streak for the Batavia Muckdogs. So late drama here now. Zach Evans' first base hit of the game comes in the 9th inning after 5 at-bats. Who would have thought? Maybe he was due. He is one of the better hitters on the team. I'm shocked he didn't get a base hit earlier. And now, the man who's 1-3 on the day with a walk, as that one goes foul there, Jackson Strong. Has played a great right field here today. And did score 2 runs here in this one. First one in that first inning being the second runner of that first inning. First one being Stillinger. And the first run scored off that Stephen Oates 6th inning. Not too positive what they were reviewing here, however, we'll see what the conclusion is shortly. Not sure what exactly their call was there, however, Garrett will fire that one off. Or I guess Jackson will fire that one off. Foul will now move 0-2 here. So tomorrow the Muckdogs are on the road against Newark. Hopefully they can come back in that one and keep that series undefeated. We would move to 3-0 as that one is shot back foul once again. Over, we are back here for Thirsty Thursday, $2 beer night here at Dwyer Stadium, June 29th, and then fireworks for for Canada. The first, as he is struck out there, 1, 2, 3. See you later. Now down to just 1 out here. However, they won't walk away empty, as they lead this ball game now 5-4. With Vincent Moreau up next, who did strike out his last time up. 0-3 on the day with a walk was that second run that scored in that top of the 6th. Can Garrett get him out here and bring the Muckdogs on for one last final run? And therefore, ball 1 just went a little low there. Then next game would be on July 3rd. We'll have a firework night then as well on July 1st. For Celebration Independence Day, that one is hit to Calabro at center field for the final flyout and potentially the final batter we see here for the Niagara Power. Muckdogs down 4-5, have 3 outs left to try and come back in this one. Heading towards the bottom of the lineup here, we'll see DeStefano, Kasperowicz, then Rodriguez. All 3 of those batters have not got a hit today and have combined 2 walks, both which occurred off of Zach Johnson in that bottom of the 7th. And Jacob Smith did a good job ending that final 8th inning. And will come out here for inning number 9 with a chance to close this one. Looked like the Muckdogs had a good chance of making some plays there. Unfortunately, the flyout to the shortstop brought Anthony around to third. He thought he was in the clear to go home, but it was just an incredible play made out there by Zach Evans, who clutched the game up really for the Power. If there's a man to thank for that Power win, it's got to be Zach Evans. Made the final play into a double play in that bottom of the 8th. Then made the final hit to bring in the final runner for the Power. He will be credited with his 1 RBI on the day with that base hit. And now, Matt DeStefano will come up first. Final first base coach here will be the man out of UConn, number 8, Noah Swanson. We'll see what he can do here in this one. However, we'll start this one off with Matt DeStefano. So far on the day, 0 of 3 with 2 flyouts and a groundout. 1 groundout, 1 flyout, 1 strikeout. As he shoots that one back foul, 0-1 now. And the Muckdogs down to just 3 outs. First we'll see DeStefano, then Kasperowicz, then Caleb Rodriguez. If there's time for any of these guys to get hits, it's now outside there, ball number 1. And now this game is coming down. Once again, I'll pay some moments to Kanye West through the wire, to the wire. That one almost hits him there. Moves out of the way in time. 2-1 now. Looks like the rain starting here once again to end this ball game. Time now around 9:28. Heading around that 3-hour mark now. 3-1 now. DeStefano could see the base path for the first time here today. Can he get it done here? Smith sets and fires the 3-1. Upstairs there. He'll be the first man on for the Muckdogs, and he is now the tying run over at first. Kasperowicz now up to the plate is the winning run. Could we see a new pitcher in this final inning for the Power? Looks like there's someone jogging in from that bullpen, and his day is done. We'll see the 3rd lefty here for the Power. A bunch of pitchers coming into this game. 10 total. You've seen here 10 different pitchers for both teams. 4 for the Power so far, and 6 for the Muckdogs, respectively, I guess is the better word to use there. I'll figure out who's pitching here shortly, as I need him to turn around. That will end Jacob Smith's day. Sorry, we'll see a new righty. So 2 righties, 2 lefties here today for the Power. Looks to be their number 7, the man out of Niagara University, Tom Bednarski. Was credited with a loss against Batavia on June 4th. 8-7 in that one. Did give up an earned run in that one. Had 3 hits off of him and 2 strikeouts in his 12 batters faced. Looks like some good numbers to me, however. Now 0-1 on the season in his 2 games. None were started. Has 1 credit save. That was against Newark, his only other start, where he pitched 1 inning and had just 1 walk. And not much else happened in his 3 batters faced. Maybe saw a double play there. That's what I'm assuming. So, total overall stats: 4 innings pitched on the season, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 3 hits with a 2.25 ERA. So pretty impressive stats there for Tom Bednarski, the 4th pitcher here today, and most likely the final one for the Power.
Next up for your Muckdogs, the catcher number 17, Zach Kasparowicz.
And now Kasparowicz will be the first batter faced here for Bednarski. Zach School, at least, known for being the underdog. Can he represent FDU in that way here? First pitch for Bednarski is a bunt attempt that goes straight to him. Looks like Stefano will get in there to second, and now the tying run moves over to second. Now in great scoring position there, sack bunt will be considered successful. And that'll bring up Caleb Rodriguez. 0-2 on the day with a walk. Can Caleb be the man now with just 2 outs remaining here to get home DeStefano? First pitch almost clips in there. Ball 1 now. Starting to pour here now in Batavia in this final half inning. However, game will continue. This is the best case scenario for the Muckdogs. We had a few slip-ups in that game against Elmira on Sunday due to the rain. So, if there's now a time for the bet, it's now. As that one is ripped towards the third base line. Skip, incredible ball there, or incredible fielding skills there, has not lost a step. 1-1 now to Caleb. Caleb desperately needs to hit this ball into play as the rain is coming down. 1-1 now. Outside there. 2-1 now. Smart fans that brought the umbrella staying in their seats. The ones that did not, moving more towards me. Two and one now after that ball. That one gets away from him there. And DeStefano moves into third here. Rain, you can see, playing into effect here. That one getting away from Bednarski. Now 3-1 here for Caleb. Best case scenario, in my opinion, a flyout. Scored DeStefano at any cost. Caleb now wiping off his bat. And we'll see Bednarski come for the 3-1. Can the Muckdogs tie this one late here? He starts smelling the rain here at Dwyer Stadium here in Batavia, New York. Infielders coming in. 3-1. And Caleb loses grip of his bat there. And we're going to have a delay. And I guess we'll be back soon, folks. They're going to wait for this mini storm to pass on by. And I don't blame them. It is pouring. So, folks, you're going to have to stay a little longer here for this one. And we'll be back after the delay. I'll keep the stream on, just running like this. So for everyone remaining on the stream, it's actually not going to be a delay, and they're going to revert this game back to the final 8th inning score, which was 4-4. So not too sure if the game will be resumed or not on Thursday, as we do host Niagara on Thursday. However, for now, it will be considered a 4-4 ball game and ending in a tie, according to the PGCBL League. So, Muck Dogs do stay in first. Unfortunately, an uneventful end to a wild game here at Dwyer, but we will be back tomorrow for our away game against Newark. Should be a great one as well. Both games we have played against Newark have been one-run score games. However, that will do it for me, your broadcaster. As always, Alec Brown. Take care and have a good night, and hopefully none of you guys are